Well, welcome everybody to episode 4 of Fortune and Gory. And who wants to recap?
I can't because I wasn't here.
Okay.
Excuses.
Alright. Well, on last week's episode, our fearless adventurers discovered a powerful magical ring, defeated and then desecrated some undead priests. After their defeat, you traveled back to the Milbert farm, which is also a temple, where you discovered that the portable shelter will fly, and you also stole some of the high priest's best silver from a funeral.
I did not steal the tower, though. So, yeah, I'm still neutral.
I'm not here for one session. I'm going to go there.
I do some good, I do some bad.
I pushed the button and threw it.
And
I forgot about that. I recognize it.
I can't forget about that.
I'm two-faced.
Flying forkers.
There was a rabbit underneath it.
If we see any evil witches, we know what to do.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or if you ever get swallowed by a dragon, hit that button.
You know, I'm told that you can teleport inside of a dragon with an immovable rod.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
And then you traveled to the next town where you've been shaken down at every single turn. I guess now it's when we would cut to a commercial break. But
basically full of brigands or thieves or thugs.
There seems to be some kind of security force.
Is it security or is it like going through downtown Atlanta where you just...
yes, it is exactly like downtown Atlanta where every public official is crooked.
Right.
There does seem to be some organization, though, because they said
Crooked,
they were
they
going
do
to
nothing to
report
help
back
us.
Well, you know.
that we...
Or if it was in Florida.
they were going to report up the chain that we were decent to deal with or something like that. Because he did pay him some, even though he didn't need to.
I'm saying, if we find something that's worth 85 coins, you need on your own.
So, now you've entered through a man door to the side of the main gate. After putting the horse and carriage, or just the horse?
Just the horse.
Just the horse into your.
Yeah, we were putting the cart just in an alleyway.
We parked the cart, and the horse is in our portable house, and we just cleaned it last session.
And then
I think during the funeral, or right before it.
do y'all have the map, or do I have it?
I have a map.
Yep, that's the map of the town. So basically, you walk into the main place. There's a market plots, like a small open air market.
Where did we come in through here?
Right here.
Here?
Yes. Here's the main gate. Here's the highway that y'all have been on.
Okay. So where are we?
I would say you're probably about 5 feet inside of the gate.
Oh, so we just walked.
You just walked in. You noticed that despite there being a large area for an open market plots, it's lined with shops, but there's no tents, there's no carts, none of that set up in the market plots, which is marketplace, but you're basically in Bavaria, so we're going to use market plots. And the only stand you do see is one halfling female. She's pretty young, early adulthood, who is making crepes. Because it's 9 a.m. What do y'all do?
Technically, it was 10:32 last session.
Was it 10:32?
No.
Oh, yeah, I guess when we ended the session, yeah. So, it's still breakfast.
Still breakfast? So what all is around the marketplace? Just anything you can think of?
Pretty much, yeah. There's a general store, jewelry store. Let's see here. The smithy shop is not at the main market plots, at least the one that's open. General store. There's a a grocer, a baker. Actually, the bakery is right behind the halfling. That's
There's basic sundries.
yeah.
Basically halflings, dwarves, humans. Nothing like.
The only one you see is a halfling.
Yeah, you haven't seen any civilians except for this one halfling.
So I guess I'm the only demon person in town.
So are
Maybe.
people staring at us? Are we getting a lot of attention right now?
She definitely notices you. And actually, she calls over. Let me pull up my notes on the West Country accent because I've been practicing, but I don't know if I'm good yet.
Howdy, y'all.
It's hello, love. Y'all come over here. Come get yourself some crepes. And she's mixing up a little bit of a batter.
Is she behind a stall or is she just
Yeah, she's in a little stall.
little stall?
Yeah.
So like a food cart. Basically.
Yeah, a food cart, yeah. Right out in front of the bakery.
Warm hospitality here.
Well, we do what we can. Oh, what in the devil?
Less.
Okay, never mind.
All right, so I will amble over there for her to be done making whatever she's making.
Okay.
I'm going.
Anything interesting in this town?
We've been interesting around here. We haven't had a lot of visitors here. Is everybody coming up?
I am.
Holding on to my purse, though.
I'm holding on to.
We put our money in the cabin.
Yeah, I'm making sure my dagger is
It's our bag of
accessible.
holding.
Okay. Yeah, oh, come on! You just stepped in Trenton, New Jersey. I
I
mean,
guess we put it in the chest,
Yeah.
and then we decided to put the horse in. So then we put it in the cabin, put the horse in, and lower it back down.
The horse is named Tiffany, same as the Drake.
But we decided as soon as we came in that we needed
Also, the Drake's name is Tiffany.
Oh yeah, there's a Drake with us.
Okay. He would have known that, but you know.
yeah.
Corvo opened his eyes for the first time in 24 hours.
He's not on autopilot anymore.
It's like the glazing came out of your eyes. Yeah.
The smell of the crates finally awakened your brain.
So, you look terribly familiar. Do I know you?
Yes, my name is Shava.
Nope, I'm not from around here.
Huh, I could swear I've seen you before. You a bit younger, but
Nope. Matter of fact, you're the first halfling I've ever seen.
oh, well, pleased to meet you, me love. And she reaches out to give you a hearty handshake.
Sure.
Alright. Good to meet you.
You have a jag in your hand when you shoot that?
No, I was just making sure it was accessible.
Huh, yeah, I could have swore I've seen you before. Hey, you look familiar to me. But,
Maybe it was somebody that looked like me.
could be. Could
Maybe
be.
some of my kin.
What was your mom's name?
I don't know. That's who I'm looking for.
How old are you?
25.
I'm gonna message Jill. Say just be careful. We don't know this person. Don't divulge too much information.
Okay. What this town's been a little rough lately. What brings y'all here? And would you care for a crepe? We've got Nutella, we've got banana. Fantasy Nutella, I'm sorry.
Fantasy Nutella.
I'm not a big fan of fantasy nutmegs.
Cheese. Got it from it's fresh.
Whatever you got back there will be good, but I'm interested. You said you haven't had much visitors. Does that include the trade route as well? Is that closed down as well, or is there like nobody coming into the town?
Really looking for supplies.
Recent events have made the town a little tough. In fact, y'all might not want to stick around too long. Some ruffians. They've made a bit of a mess. You see.
Do they live in the town, or they're from outskirts?
Oh, they're not from around here. They're from all over.
So your town's being picked clean by bandits, basically.
She kind of looks around. Careful saying stuff like that. They'll put a knife in your gut.
Who's your mayor, the governor, or whoever runs the town?
We buried him last spring. Like I said, they'll put a knife in your gut. They put one in his throat.
So there's an open position there, I see.
Well, Boss Jawa, he took the position on himself. He was kind enough.
Boss who?
Jawamba.
Boss Jawamba.
He sort of took over.
Voluntarily?
He volunteered himself. He's the boys. Well, the boys up at the gate. Stage whisper. The boys up at the gate. They all work for him. They call themselves the Brigade.
So this is basically like a militia that has overthrown their town.
Yeah, you could say that.
Military rule almost.
No, not military.
Well, not
These
military,
are ruffians.
but kind of the same deal.
Yeah.
How many are they?
About 20. But they're well armed. As soon as they took over the town, they took over arms. They took over any ability for anybody to speak in groups.
What's your main commodity here?
Honestly, you just stepped off of it. Trade. So,
How about like what? Silver, gold, gemstones?
anything. So grain comes from around here. We have a good bit of farms in this area, but
Is it just the location and people bringing things in and trading here?
yeah,
Animal stuff.
that'd be it. We're just at a good location. The river carried boat traffic down to the coast, and the road would take foot traffic.
And they just set up shop to take it all.
Any
And-
weird temples erected since they've showed up?
No temples, no, but they nearly emptied the temple. The old priest, he shot off his mouth and lost his head.
Can you
So-
imagine robbing a
I
temple?
have
I
no-
can't believe that.
I know
They
it's
kinda
something
look
like
at
that
my
will get
cousin
you.
and like, off on a priest's head just because they're not
Robbing a temple, that'll get you in all 9 hells at once.
Especially when you take silver.
I believe that. I'm nervous. We rub my arm.
So have you met anyone named Timothy? Came from farm up the way
He's a farm boy.
a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Timothy, yeah, he's
From Rabithica.
kind of pointy-eared fella. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a 75% success rate finding people. alive.
Yeah, sure, it's not bad. Come on. He's living alive.
He's in a wheelchair.
It's the electric wheelchair.
Oh boy. Yeah, he took over the old priest's job back there. Boy's young, but he seems to do okay. The gardens have been doing better, but I don't think he much likes it here.
Why is that?
Have you seen the place?
Yeah.
I have a more important question. How much are the crates?
Oh, it'll be 2 pence a piece.
This
Two
Governor
copper.
Columba, where could we find him?
Oh,
Or just
me handsome. He'd be right over there at the big place. Just north east.
Is he-
Just northeast of here.
is he human? Is he an elf? Is he...
Yeah, he's well, I don't know if I would call him a man, but he's a human.
He's a human?
I'm thinking these guys are gonna like 4 armed people coming into the town.
And a drink.
Well, I'm only armed with left
And a
like a
drink.
dagger.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I can turn into a kitty cat and they'll just go after you guys, so I'm fine.
Okay, so he's got a big hand.
I just got a little,
I've
little
got
knife,
golden
basically.
sword on me.
I got a stick.
Of course, I can hide between the legs.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got a stick and a scimitar I stole from earlier.
Is there nobody armed in this town at all?
The brigade is.
Yeah,
As soon as they
that's it?
showed up, they knifed the Meisterburger and they rounded up all the weapons.
Trying to figure out why brigands would want to average. I mean, I probably get a foothold, but if they have like a precious commodity or something here that they want, or if they're just a bunch of dicks and they just want to take over a bunch of towns. You know, I'm trying to deal with what level of evil we're dealing with here. You know,
He's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah, they're obviously not.
Are they evil crepes?
They're not,
You know, even brigands deserve a hot meal.
it's not like they're taking a cut of the trade and helping the trade at all.
Last summer, yeah, last summer they did, but they're not good businessmen, huh? So they ran up the tariffs, so nobody came back twice.
Yeah, that's one of the things they are charging people to trade here now.
So just an unfair catch as well.
Yeah.
All right, so basically we need to.
So number one, is there a general store around here that you could point me towards?
Because Daddy needs a new hat. I want to cover it more.
A couple of things that I need to pick up in town.
Anything we need to sell that we picked up, like a boot.
And then
Happy
also,
loot.
What about
or you can wait till New Year's and fill it with wine and drink out of it.
It was already filled with something earlier.
Yeah, the general store, it's right over there. It should be opening soon. He usually stays open a little later, so he doesn't open till 10.
What you need.
You know anyone that will buy 3-day-old wolf skin?
Tanner? We should be able to find a tanner. Let's see here. There's a. If you go straight north of here on the main road on Gate Street, I think it's called Gate Street. Yeah. On Gate Street, you'll see a lodge up there. You boys look like you've got some means. If you're going to stay here, you could. But if you go to the far north of town, it's got some hunting stuff there, and you might be able to find a tanner.
I buy 5 crates for the 5 of us.
Okay. So mark off the 10 copper pieces.
Yeah, we do.
And what was the temple at?
The,
I know. Yeah.
the temple will be
have
back
copper?
behind me, and then that way.
I only have gold.
No, let's see here. Temple is right there.
And I give her 1 gold and ask for some
And then she'll give you
change.
fancy directions up here
And where
at
do you have to go?
the
You have to
T
open up
intersection
the-
and hang a left, and you'll be right there.
I just
Thank you.
Logistically.
Or no, I'm sorry, the temple.
the 100
Yeah, temple was this
the
one, I'm
100
sorry.
we got is separate from
Yeah,
the
that's
39
temple.
character
That's
came
one
with
in, that's
already.
the
Does she have
Sorry, it's
copper?
white on.
She has copper.
Yeah.
Can I make change? If I give her a silver piece, can I get some copper?
Oh yeah. There you go, handsome.
Thank you. Need a copy.
I'm gonna put it in a sling and.
No, that's
I
what
got,
the
yeah, just to kind of more plan in case we should.
I'm gonna be gone already.
If
Point out if there's a, is there a single church or are there different churches?
sweetie, it's a kind of a community church,
Okay.
so it's interfaith.
Okay. Where's that at?
It'll be
Yeah,
it's on
someplace around there.
if you go up this main road here, you'll see Fisher Avenue and hang a right and you'll see it.
So do we want to do a bit of shopping before we go visit the
Oh, yeah.
governor?
I want to go see the tanner and make a hat out of the dire wolf.
Nice.
At least something to cover the horn.
At some point, I want to try to return to the signet rings.
Okay.
Do you have any shops in town that enchant items?
Is there a
not-
smithy?
Yeah, there's a smithy. He's a little bit farther north. He makes a bit of a mess, so because all the smoke and noise.
Sniff with us.
He's a coward that won't use tainted silver.
And they didn't want the smithy right here at the marketplace, so it's just up north. I didn't mark it on here, but it's the square one.
The square one. Yeah, they're one of those ones.
It's fantasy up the block,
Yeah. Sure.
Oh yeah, I'll plot in there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you speak German or you read German?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Or yeah, actually, there's not an apple.
Wiedersehen.
Yeah. Okay.
There's thankfully German in my genetics, but that's about it.
That's fair.
Guten Tagen.
Yeah, it's
Quackenwagen.
Wellenhaben.
Edelweiss.
You boys look capable, and Loss, of course, you too. Would you be?
She has a lot of blood on her hands.
Would y'all be interested in maybe helping the town out a bit?
What does it pay?
I'm just a beggar, Laza. Can't help that, but
Give me another crate and we'll try.
I'd say considering their desecrated priest, wasn't a little upset about that. Have to forego payment and just do what's right at this point.
I'm not promising anything right now, but
I say if
we're
we
definitely looking into this.
if we get kicked them out as town, I want a free crate.
I think we could arrange that. We've met love.
How about information?
Oh, if you want information, you
Free
need.
information from whoever.
If you want information, you need to find the smartest, strongest, most handsome fella in the entire town.
I'm already here. I'm asking for who has information.
Oh no! the lad with information. He's a wee folk like me. And he's just dreamy. You should see him. Curly chestnut hair. He's got the biggest feet you've ever seen.
Where can we find him?
He'd be up at the river up at the end of Gate Street.
What's his name? Brad.
Let's see here.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tiny Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is already tiny.
Tiny Tom.
Timmy Two. Oh, good night. Oh my goodness, where'd he go?
We got Timmy. Is this one Jimmy? He got like
Timmy.
Jimmy.
Check my notes.
His name is Happy.
Happy. Oh, he's Theo,
Happy Feet.
and he's dreamy. But you stay away from him. He's mine. He doesn't know it yet, but he's mine. But if you can put in a good word for me,
Well, let's see about that.
I'm love. Lyrica. At your service.
Right. So, shall we do some shopping and then maybe talk to this?
One last question.
To go talk to the Brad Pitt athlete?
Of course.
Any folk
Go to the governor?
in town or come through town that have been dressed really nice? Like fancy shoes and fancy clothes?
About a month ago. Maybe. But he came in. He looked a bit like you, lad. He's
Might have been my Uncle Bill.
We don't have the body in the thing anymore.
I know.
oh yeah,
This guy?
Tiefling cube.
They did not let me keep anything from him. I do have an arm of a priest, though.
That's pretty.
I forgot about that.
You got an arm in there?
He stole a bone.
What's y'all doing?
From a skeleton.
He stole priest bones out of the crypt.
So now the good news is that I am writing up how the afterlife works here. So that's going to come in handy soon.
Probably, yeah.
Look, I'm the bipolar type of neutrality. I saved the half orphans. I do a little bit of grave robbing.
Wow.
So have you either read or watched the Harry Potter?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I was a Percy Jackson kid.
Okay. All right. Man, young kids nowadays.
My sister was in Harry Potter. I don't want to be the same thing as her.
That's fair. Snape would have been a true neutral.
Oh gosh, I know that.
So he was a jerk, but he did the right thing when it suited him or when he needed to. He wasn't opposed to it.
As long as it doesn't involve Gandalf or Dumbledore or whatever he called it.
He actually owed a great debt to Dumbledore.
Gandalf and Harry Potter.
Thou shalt not pass. Harry Potter. When did Dumbledore get a sword?
Just had an aneurysm.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for
Use the Force, Harry.
just to have a wand. He pulls out a magic sword and stabs him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the only Harry Potter I saw was the Harry Potter guns.
Oh dear. Yeah, he's the brewer up at the River Run Inn. Tell him I sent you. And here, are you heading straight there?
We gonna shop?
Because I can get you some pastries to take.
I'm not going to lie this one.
We can carry them for you. We're not going directly there, but we'll go before they spoil.
Okay. So she runs, like sprints, as fast as her feet will take her into the shop. She comes out with a box of donuts
They're crepes.
These are for Theo?
for Theo. Yeah,
They'll be young and in
and each one of them has icing piped on there in the shape of a heart.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll make sure he gets these. We're not going directly there. We'll get there today.
Unless we get
Oh,
captured by Boba Fett and Jumbo, whatever his name is.
If that's the case, then I'll pay for some more pastries.
Or if we get very hungry.
No.
I mean, it depends on how
I'm carrying the pastries.
those are for Theo.
If I get hungry.
Dead. She's just dead serious there. Like you insulted her mother.
I got a cat named Theo, so I'm just imagining this.
Alright. Where do we want to go to first?
We can do whatever. She said that the
I need a hat.
general store is open until 10, so I can hang out.
Probably
Which one's closest?
general store would be
Whatever's closest.
here in the Marketplatz. Be in this area here. I'll call it. Why not this one?
The general
Let's go
plaza.
Yeah.
Let's head there and see if anything happens on the way.
And
Yeah, Applejack needs some hay.
Yeah, after all this talk and eating the crepes and everything, we'd be getting close to.
oh, I'm sure it's about 10 by now. It was 9:30 when you walked in, so. So we'll call that the general store, the square one. I'm
all
sorry.
Squares.
Yeah.
Make sure you were in on the joke.
Yeah, we need to get some hay for the horsey.
We got a good berry.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Good berry's good for all day.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't need a fiber right now. But we need to buy some fantasy cleaner.
Well, he gave you some fantasy pine salt, so.
We kept that.
Yeah. Who knows? That place had been run by a very young single dude for who knows how long out in the woods. It probably reeked. All right.
The floor's still a little sticky.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So, you walk up to the general store, just as about a 50 to 55-year-old human walks up to the door, unlocks it, and I guess he wouldn't flip the light switch, but he goes in, opens up the
Uses Trompton machine, turn all the candles on.
yeah. He claps, he's got a clapper. He's 55, right? He goes in, opens up the doors, and opens up the windows. Just 15 seconds before y'all walk up.
I walk up, he locks the door.
Turns around. No, we're opening right now. Just in time, boys. What can I do you for?
Yeah, I need a couple of things. How you doing?
We need some rope.
Some rope, huh? I bet we could do that. What else can I get for you?
Well,
He's
I'm
going.
a little more specific than that. I'm hoping you might be able to carry it. I need some yew leaves off the yew tree,
Okay.
and I'm looking for some pearls.
Pearls. I don't carry jewelry myself, but
Okay.
You sell shark teeth.
no shark teeth. We're a good bit inland, so
You can't just walk into a store and buy plutonium.
I don't know about 1985.
Do you have owlbear feathers?
How about you branch?
I'll give you the name and number. Not a number.
Okay,
I'll give you the name and the location of a jewelry shop. He's real close by.
No, I need.
Tell him I sent you. He'll get you a good price.
Can I still use it as a focus?
As far as the yew leaves, you happen to have that?
I think we could probably find something. I've got a little bit of medicine kits and things like that. I've got some pipeweed too. If you need some of that.
No, that's not really what I'm in the market for today, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
You have the yew leaves and anything else interesting. I hear the town's kind of tight right now.
Last he kind of looks around. He walks back up to the front door and closes it behind him. It's been a tough year. Last summer, we had some unexpected visitors come through. Hurt a bunch of people. A lot of people we've lost since then. They came. They ran up the tariffs on everything, and we haven't had a lot of repeat traders come through since then. So it was a hard winter. Lost a few good people over the winter from that as well. But I'm a little trimmer than what I was last summer, so I guess there's something good about everything.
Well, congrats.
Don't get your hopes up, but we're looking into some of this. So.
Oh. Yeah.
Right now, we're just trying to get some shopping done and ask around about some few things.
So, if you're looking for some people to help you organize anything, I've got some names for that too.
What are they?
Well,
How
there's,
often do they come into your shop? These people.
there's not many of them. Every at least once or twice a week.
And what do they take?
Anything they want.
Do they take sundries or do they take money?
Yes.
Well,
They take the
do
silverware.
they call it a tax?
They call it better than a finger in the eye.
Do you know what they do with it? The sundries.
They consume everything that they want, and the money they store it somewhere.
Ooh.
As far as I know, they don't have a boss outside of Jawamba, so
Does the boss have a pet?
he's got a warhorse that he likes, but beyond that, I don't know. He claims that he was a gentleman, cavalryman, and dragoon in the King's army when the Empire was still around, but I could see him being a dragoon. I can't see him being a gentleman.
So every guard is part of this faction.
Every what?
Every
Oh,
guard
Yeah.
is part of this new faction.
yeah. Any of the old militia were either disarmed or murdered or worse. A few of them were able to run off with their families, and the ones that couldn't, it didn't end well for them. All that's left is old farts like me and a few others.
So who are the people that?
So Ansem, he's a good friend of mine. My wife and his daughter, they spend a lot of time together. He's a good man. And let me pull this up. Let me pull up my notes. And my printer's trying to die too, so. All right.
You're waiting for an HP.
I know, right? There's Ansem. He
Handsome or Ensign?
Ansem, Ansom.
So it's an enchanted again.
He used to be the merchant guild leader before all this happened. Honestly, he's the only member of the old government that's still alive. So everybody sort of looks to him as a leader, and but he's a good man. He's a good friend of mine. He can help you boys out. Broderick, he's not much of a warrior, but he knows how to craft. He knows how to smithy. He's up in the north end of town. Broderick. And there's old boy Theo. Well, he hates it when people call him Theo. Don't call him Theo. His name's Theobald. He's a wee folk like you lass, and he knows everybody.
We've heard a lot about Theo.
Theo, that's the
The
dude.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, the Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Like when we
It's
meet him,
actually-
is it gonna be like a Neutrogena commercial where they're whipping his hair in slow motion?
It's actually Theobald.
Theobald.
He has long
Theobald.
hair,
Theobald.
long foot hair. You think he's wearing slippers?
These people are. Everybody's been stripped of weapons, so these people, or any of them, are of the arcane nature, divine nature, or former warriors, or are we just gathering people to be fodder at this point?
Does Broderick have some stored somewhere?
He might. He hasn't told me, but
Do you sew silverware?
silver. So I think we can probably find some things. I've got He goes over to another corner. He
Got a
pulls out like a handful of old bent silverware. There's a spork in there.
He's got a fetish.
No, if you got a fork, you got a weapon.
I think if you added it all up, I bet you'd see about 6 table settings.
Oh,
Or
metal.
that's honestly, this is the sharpest knife you're going to find in town outside of the butcher shop.
Is there somebody in town that's the town gossip that is to go to for rumors?
That'll be Theobald. So he's a bit of a famous brewer. I don't know if y'all are from around here or not, but the Riveron exports his brew all over the place. He's quite famous, but Bart keeps everyone's best friend. And
We definitely need to look up the blacksmith.
Do we know this guy's name yet?
The guy we're talking to?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we
The
did.
general store?
No, just went and started doing business.
Okay.
It is just Pop's shop. It's these Pops.
Who can you say sent us to him?
Sorry, worming manners. Name's Nicolau.
Nikolai?
Nicolau.
Well,
Nicolau Blaze.
Mr. Blaze.
Mr. Blaze.
Alright.
so you had to estimate how many of these people are there in town.
I'd say there's about 500-600 left of us.
No, I mean of the brigands, the people
Oh.
who are taking over.
The brigade, there was 20. One of them got hurt real bad last year, and he didn't make it. But so now there'll be 19.
So there's 19 against 500. Why don't you just overlook?
We got 7 dinner sets right there. Y'all can take them back down.
Got no weapons. Are you gonna go up against them?
The blacksmith, is he allowed to make weapons?
unarmed? They visit me once a week. They visit him twice a day.
This is why I need the rumor person. So maybe there's a goblin uprising out there that needs to start making weapons. And that's how we pass it. Get the spirit so they feel that. And then we got an excuse for him to make some weapons. A large army of goblins so they can help defend the town. So that at least some of the people will be armed that we can recruit. So, because if not, they're just fodder. Anybody we bring with us.
Find a farm and do speak with animals and convince the pigs to help us.
So that's why we need to get the
Speak with animals.
person who,
Release the
rumor guy.
purple.
get that going. So,
Now, I don't think I should be hearing any of this.
I whisper very loudly.
Stage whisper.
How much for the U, please?
Oh,
And one of these forks.
you just want one fork? Okay. I'll give you the lot for 8 sterling. 8 silver.
Yeah, I'll take that, yeah.
I'm sure it's in the DMG how much this stuff costs, but it can't be that much.
does platinum exist in this world?
In fact, if you would have asked him for it to make it lighter, he probably would have given you platinum yesterday.
He wasn't here yesterday.
Well, yeah,
That's why we don't have platinum.
but we're also not counting encumbrance either, so
Right.
it could be all in unrolled pennies.
My bag weighs more than some of the party members.
You're not wrong.
Oh, we have the special little tent there.
Well, I thank you for the information.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I guess we can move
Let's go to
to the
the
next stop.
let's go to the tannery.
Okay.
Pretty soon we're about to be visited by the brigands.
Well, leaving here, what would we pass next? Because we got the information location for the jewelry shop.
Jewelry shop, we want to visit the blacksmith. We got to go to the tan for a hat.
Yeah, the tan.
And then we got to go see Brad Pitt hat.
And
And then we eventually got to go to
I
Jawamba.
say we pick our next one, be the most important one we go see. Because I don't think we're going to get many more visits after that. Just my guess.
Yes, so the tannery.
I mean, we need
Somebody's
to,
gonna
we need
go-
to go size up Jawamba.
Yeah.
See what we're dealing with.
Because somebody's going to get suspicious of us going to these places and report back, and then we're going to have a visit, I think.
What I'm thinking is the blacksmith. There's more activity there. And the
Should we just
blacksmith-
go? Should we just go to Theo?
That's what I'm thinking.
Get
Yeah,
him first,
yeah. We'll go talk to theocracy.
and then we'll go hit your components. And then we'll,
Unless, is it
Oh,
is it
my.
critical? You can't. Okay, not yet.
you don't got focus? You don't got like a focus?
yeah, but this is one that has to have it.
Yeah. Has to.
Pearls. Yeah.
Real quick, I asked the shop owner, do you sell disguise kit?
I don't. If you go,
You got that 12 provisions in?
You got transmutation or whatever. Don't you?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're a druid. You just turn into an animal.
Disguise.
Well,
As long as it's a beast.
Disguise myself
By
as
the way,
a cult
the
member.
Drake's not coming in the shops. Staying outside.
I do
No, she's
have
staying out of town?
proficiency with
Okay.
disguise
It's
kits
a staying
and
outside
forgery
doors,
kits
yeah.
and
Oh, not in the
kits
shops,
and
but
thieves' tools.
he's in town.
He's in town, but outside
Okay.
the doors.
Oh, so the question, because I don't know that subclass, can you speak telepathically with your Drake, or is it?
Verbal.
Verbal only.
Yeah. Yeah, Yarn's draconic as part of.
Okay, I was about to say, am I the middleman?
I don't know if there's like a mind link or anything.
No, it's verbal. I wish.
That'd be cool. It'd be way OP, but it'd be really cool.
So what do you sell fancy walkie-talkies? 'Cause
Oh.
that way it would be telepathic.
Well, message spell is kind of like
Yeah.
a walkie-talkie.
Sending stone.
Do you have those communicator snails from One Piece? Whatever they're called.
I don't have those in town. I don't know who would sell them. Honestly, something like that's that valuable, they've probably all been rounded up.
So we're going to find out later if they have it.
So we're gonna go see Theo and then get your thing and then go to Jawamba.
What else?
Sounds
What else
good.
are you boys looking for? You say so Theo, and it's a little early for beer, but you can. I won't stop you. It's
It's 9 o'clock
5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. There's a jewelry store right across the Marketplace from here. If you care for some of that.
The guards, what kind of armaments do they carry? Armor, weapons?
The capos you should stay clear of. They're most of them were officers in the military before, and they carry some nasty stuff.
Heavily armed, heavily armored.
Most of the soldiers, crossbow, blade.
Now, any other part of the brigade, were they here before and just went in, or did they like get rid of all the guards that were originally here?
They got rid of most of them. Some ran off. They went. They knew it was coming. They saw their friends get murdered, so they ran. They grabbed their wives and ran.
Do you have a prison here in town?
Yeah, there's one underneath the palace. Forgot the name of it. It's called in my notes something. in the palace.
Do they have any?
It's inside the burg.
Do they have any magic users or wizards?
Lizards, casters amongst them.
Oddly enough, you know the old army, they always kept casters in every regiment. They don't have a single one among them.
That you know of, or are you certain?
It's been a year. I haven't seen one.
The Wombat, does he have an advisor?
His most trusted lieutenant.
Dang.
Do not take suggestion.
He's a big orcish fella. It's good rodder. Big boy. Big boy. Oh, big boy.
Marauder.
Gudrodr. Good rodder. Big boy. Carries a big axe.
So is he a half orc or 3/4 orc?
I would say 1.5 orc.
Ooh.
I'm just a fat old man. I don't know, but
Yeah, if you're just a large melee force. At least we can see what we can prepare for. Is Jawamba ever out and about? Does he stay in his hut or hovel or wherever he lives?
Last summer he was out and about quite a bit. It's this winter he didn't. He stayed inside. I think he was happy just to be warm.
How long has he lived here?
Oh, almost a year now.
About the same time they came in?
Yeah, he was their leader before. Yeah, he brought the brigade.
They're usually strong armed and thank you for the information.
Oh, my pleasure. Come back if you need something else.
Oh, do you sell health potions here?
I haven't seen one of those in ages.
Yeah, I saw the health potions. Yeah, something you
He's
get
probably trying to steal it from me.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get chased out of this town.
just the last one, right?
Alright, so where are we headed now?
Theo?
No, the
Theo
jury
and
shop
we'll
is,
probably go size up Jawamba.
I'm just saying the jury shop is right across us.
It is close. Much closer than the bar.
Have any of them been like looking at us suspiciously as well? I mean, have we seen any of these people?
Yeah.
The gate guards have been watching you,
Okay.
but they're also.
I wonder if my animal shape would they lose track of us?
If you did it in their sight, they would probably know something was up. If a cat walked out of there, they probably wouldn't notice. These aren't. You didn't
I mean,
roll an insight check.
did you already change into something?
Oh no.
No? Okay.
But next time we walk into a building, I make no promises.
I say don't blow them all. We might need some odd shapes for you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a casual dire bear walking around town. Yeah, I escaped from the circus.
The freaks already have a Drake with them.
Yeah.
What was your insight check?
Oh no.
3,
Okay, 7.
7.
7 was your insight. The 7 looked like a 1 on the screen.
Well, a 1 would have been funnier. A 7. These guys look pretty serious. I wouldn't mess with them.
One of them taking gum out her teeth with a dagger.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I'd like to do something for the temple.
rob this
At
wedding
some
ring. I
point,
want
we're
to know
going
what
to
it's
approach
for.
us, and it might take us to him. Yeah. So
But if we go to jewelry shop, we can stick to having enchanted jewelry, like my ring of bark.
I agree some phones on the way in, like I saw you do before.
they, I mean, if they don't ever get visitors, we just kind of put it in. And then it's suspicious after a little while. So beeline it to the half and I guess to the 10.
They let us spend our money and then come around and collect our money right behind us.
Possibly.
Wouldn't it be easier just to take it off from us?
And then we take the money back. The circle.
Here, y'all.
Well, let's head to Theobald's and figure out.
You're not going to go to the jewelry store?
Yeah, let's go to the jewelry store. I got
They were
this
saying
wedding ring.
they wanted to go to the porn stop.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, okay. All right.
Time to go by later.
All right. So the whole town is like a quarter-mile square. So it's like going up 3 blocks. So
Watch this.
it's a 10-minute walk. So how long does it take to walk 100 yards?
A 12-minute walk for everyone except for me. 25, 30.
So you talked in there for about a half an hour. You're going to have about a 10-minute walk getting up to the river run. So it's 11 a.m.-ish. Probably no lunch crowd yet. But you walk up. The river run, actually, it's a beautiful hotel. This is a good bit newer than some of the architecture that you walked past when you first walked in. It's called a hostel, but it is technically an inn. Let's see here.
The street is it on?
I think, is it New Avenue? Yeah, New Avenue and Fisher. Or no, that's sideways. Okay. Yeah. Gate Street and New Avenue. White looked better against all that color on the screen. It didn't print out as well as what I'd like. It looked great on the screen.
Everything is better on the screen.
And actually, here, I've got markers.
I found a marker.
That's your magical item. Don't want to use that, do we? I've been to Hobby Lobby. Ooh. Where are my markers?
Actually, let's see.
Oh, there we are. Huzzah.
Ooh, aquarium graphic.
Mm-hmm.
Tumbled glass.
That's where to make nerds candy.
Those things are useful for so much.
They are. So there's the
$1
river.
a check a piece. There you go.
They're also good for back when everybody played 3rd edition, before we had minis for everything. We used these for markers on maps.
Minis for everything. Yeah, I feel like my measure for my character.
We use
This is a
cameras
sorcerer.
and just anything you can find
Yep.
small enough.
Yep. Extra dice.
Nice. Sometimes not even extra dice. You just have to pick it up, roll, and then put it back.
I'm not going to use this D6. Yeah.
Or just pure theater.
Yep.
The 5th, I mean, there's tactical movement and everything. You also have to have a good.
And the adventures do backflips.
So you walk in. The building is about a. Oh, if you want to do a stone check on it.
Oh wait, okay, 19.
Oh yeah. You'd say it's about 100, 150 years old. Well-worked stone.
21. Plus 2.
Hold on, let me do math then. 21. So it is.
It's 153 years old.
Yeah, I am going to give you the exact.
It was carved in December.
By a left-handed, so it's 793 minus 6.
Oh, that's not
40.
sociopath. Is that what you said? That's what she is. Oh, that says
Yeah.
sociopath. Left-handed sociopath.
All right, that's
Who steals silverware?
Good old Gramps.
so. Yeah, it's about 153 years old. You would guess.
117.
Very well worked stone. There's actually no mortar in between the stone. It was done to very exacting specifications. The architecture is a bit newer than the rest of the town, that everything you've walked past so far. Especially past about here, you notice that the stonework is newer on the road too, as well as some of the buildings.
So like this part was added later on to the town.
Exactly, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, we've got Wall Street there, and yeah, it's from about halfway uptown, the stonework changes on the road.
So it's back when they were thriving and expanding.
Yeah. Towns do. Well, some. Not the ones that I grew up in, but yeah, some do. It kind of sits up on a hill a little bit. It's Bavarian architecture, so it's kind of got the shingles up top and all that stuff. Half timber is technically what it's called. It's a beautiful building. It's meant to look like a bit of a hunting lodge, sort of rustic. It's 3 stories plus the what do you call it? The terrace level kind of empties out onto over here on this side. So it's 4 stories on the east side and then 3 on the rest. Beautiful building. So you walk up and you see a sign that says the River Run Hostel.
Keep your heads about you.
Get hostile.
I see what you did there. Now, did anybody watch the movie Hostel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was meaning
First
that
half was great.
more on the don't get too friendly. Then I'll head on inside and find a booth kind of in the back.
Okay.
Observe the area.
Alright.
I'm gonna tell the Drake to keep an eye out for anything suspicious following us. And to yell if it notices anything. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Alright. So actually you walk in and there's kind of a foyer with a check-in area. Middle-aged gentleman behind the desk walks up to you, says, "Guten Morgen, boys and we lass. What can I do you for?"
I'm here to talk to Theobald.
Oh, Theobald. Yeah, he's a good boy. Let's see here.
For
You know, it's about time for second breakfast. I bet he'll be glad to see some. Wait. Oh, I know where those came from. Yeah.
Be careful though, she urinated on him before she handed it to us. That's kind of a beef with Theo.
Oh.
I'm just joking.
Well.
You might find a piece of chewed up fantasy going.
I know, right? Golly, she was a little upset about a small portion a couple of weeks ago, but we were low on chuck.
Kind of beef between them.
That's a distinct smell of acid that's on it.
It smells like asparagus.
Don't trust the chocolate one.
So he walks over to a stairway and shouts down the stairs, "I've got too many NPCs, I can't find them all."
Oh, we can thin them out later. We'll have to kill some.
You know what? It's going to be easier to find it here with Control F.
You know, my way is that it was less striking nature.
How do I have two Theos?
Twin brother.
Yeah.
His parents were not very creative with names. One is Theodore, the other one is Theo.
Constantino, get up here, boy. There's somebody looking for you.
Theo Harry.
And you hear, I'm coming right up, boss! And then you hear coming up the stairs. And out
4 steps for him is 1 step for us.
out walks, a halfling. He's probably about 4 foot, 4'2", pudgy as can be. He about looks like a bowling ball with feet. The chestnut curly hair is right.
And so there's chestnuts in his hair.
Which is a big portly boy wearing a waistcoat, like a leather waistcoat, and then a bib over the front of that, or not a bib, but an apron, a white apron stained with barley hops and bong resin. Sorry. Best movie ever.
Boy.
Yeah, Tommy Boy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stained with barley and hops and water and all that.
One hell of a backflip.
Yeah, you could. And he comes up and says, "Hey boys, how can I help you?"
These are from Felicia. Lyric.
How did I know that she was going to send some more of that up? I like her. She's a pretty good kid.
She had nothing but good things to say about you.
Yeah, she's been hanging around here a lot lately. I don't know what her deal is.
She likes a
I
barley.
mean, open it.
She does make the best donuts.
He's oblivious. No clue.
Typical male.
So, how can I help you boys?
He's on his third one already.
What else?
First,
is
you
around
need to
us?
take that girl out.
What? Take her out?
She's smitten, so you should definitely.
No, for who?
You got anything else?
She likes
Was she
her
making
men,
eyes
but
at
she
you?
likes her berries.
Hang on,
Nice,
look at
round, and
Scully.
plump.
This is the rumor guy. Are we sure we
I
got the
heard-
right Theo?
I heard about this around town. I think she might have a crush on you.
Oh,
Yeah, don't tell her I said
I can
that.
test if this is the right one.
Did he eat Theo?
So Theo.
How many Theos are there again?
That's why he had 2. Maybe he also ate Theo.
Are we talking to the right one?
I'm testing because it said that he hated being called Theo, so call him Theo and see what happens.
Sup, Theocracy. How you doing, man?
Do you go by Theo?
my Aunt Thelma calls me that. Lyrica calls me that. I really don't care for it.
Okay.
Everybody calls me Theobald.
Sounds like the right one.
So, Theo, tell me, we have a lot of eyes and ears in this establishment.
Well, so far there's about 10 eyes and 10 ears. Oh, plus the boss, that'll be 12.
There's no way this could be a rumor guy.
Oh, rumors. Oh, yeah. I hear everything that goes around here. I brew quite a bit of beer, and a lot of people come in here and drink quite a bit, and
So
People start
before we
talking.
open up, should we kind of assess who's in here?
That's what I was going to say. What else is around us? Who's
Yeah.
around us?
So anyway,
It's-
we're
it's
planning on a revolution.
He didn't pick that up. So.
Yeah, make an insight check if you want to.
Can I do a perception? Look for weapons.
17.
It'll be for
Oh, wait.
insight into a
Okay, I
person,
got
personality.
sorry.
Right.
19.
19.
19.
Well, I got a 19 too.
I got a 20.
Okay. You got 12? Okay. You think he's a pretty straight shooter? Y'all know that he's not picking up everything that's being laid down, but he hears everything. And everybody tells him everything.
Probably 'cause he was-
Yeah. He's assumed innocent.
He looks like he doesn't pick up after himself.
So if we assess, we kind of gauge the room, does it look like there's anybody kind of off that might be planted there?
No, there's nobody in the room except for y'all. Y'all are in a restaurant at 11 in the morning, so it's lunch, or the breakfast crowd's already left, and lunch hasn't picked up yet. So.
Can I look around and see if anyone has a weapon?
There's nobody around. Right?
Make a perception or an investigation, if you can justify an
Yes, he's
investigation.
there.
If you're looking underneath
Because
the
he
rug.
said there was 12 people around, and I do have a 20.
12 eyes, 12 ears.
Yeah.
5
Oh.
of us plus his boss.
I forgot us. No, I rolled a 20.
A 20?
Yeah.
For a
counting the
hunting
forks.
lodge,
You see
you
that
don't see anything. You don't see a trophy sword on the wall. You don't see a trophy bow or crossbow. You don't see anything.
Do I
You don't
my
see a
own
sharpened
weapons?
stick. What's that?
Do I see my own weapons?
Do they have knives to cut the food with? Kitchen
You
knives?
haven't seen the kitchen, so.
They take bites out of food.
They have safety scissors.
blunted forks.
Yeah. Can only use sports.
Sports. So
So I
Theobald,
wasted a 20 for that.
No, but yeah, well, you know, it's a hunting lodge. You don't see any weaponry.
I could have stolen a sport, but no, I had to roll a 20 for that.
But the people around here seem to be under an iron fist for the people who came into town about a year ago. Town guards and these Jawanda. What can you tell us about them?
Oh,
Your new
The
government.
brigade? Those guys are bad women. No good at all. They come in, they take anything they want. They'll they take your money, they take your food, they take your girl, they'll take anything. Bad boys.
Do you know where they came from? Any talk of where they came from?
They were highwaymen, they were mercenaries. I don't know, I guess they wanted a place to settle down. They chose us for whatever reason.
Do any of them wear a symbol or a emblem?
Well, yeah, the capos.
this is killing my throat. I don't know how Matt Mercer does it.
His testosterone kicked in.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good job.
His pulse just fell.
You guys want to play some baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the couples, they all wear their old military rank insignia. The new capo, he's the dwarf. He wasn't an officer before, and they don't let him wear captain's bars, but they made him a capo anyway. He still keeps sergeant stripes. He says he works for a living. He's proud of it.
So these aren't thugs. These are actual former military.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them aren't. I think the ones that I'm not a fighting man myself. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But
I can see that.
he's called a tripod.
We should ask him when was the last time you saw his feet.
Who wants to see those? There's too much to eat.
Just a drink
This
smashed
Jawamba,
before
have you had any run-ins with him?
No, I try to keep on their good side.
Have
But-
you seen him before?
Oh,
Jawamba.
oh yeah, he comes in. Well, before this winter, when it turned cold, he came in here. Oh, yeah, every week or so.
What can you tell us about him?
Oh, he's a pretty serious guy. He used to be a nobleman before the empire fell. Quite the warrior. He was a captain in the dragoons, and a dangerous man on a horse or on foot. Terrible, terrible stuff. But
I heard he's not human.
he's human. He's not a man. He's something horrible. Black-hearted as they
Yeah,
come.
not a gentleman.
I mean, didn't the kingdom fall like 10,000 years ago?
How old is he?
14.
Middle-aged, older?
Or human folk, they age differently than us. I'd say he's probably about 55, maybe 60. He's got some silver in his hair.
Getting a little old in the tooth. When he travels, does he usually carry a company with him, or is he maybe one or two people?
Oh, at least two, sometimes three.
Was one of them an orc?
The orc, yeah. Capo,
Brother.
Thank you.
That's the only name I wrote down.
Thank you.
Good word.
yeah, he comes with them.
He's his most trusted one. He's the most level-headed of the three.
Three.
The three capos.
And that grocery store owner's been holding back on that.
So where are the other
There's
two?
a door. Sorry.
There's the dwarf, Bumas. He
Okay. Normal voice.
Yep.
Bumas was the one that was promoted.
Right. He
He was the
And then there's
NCO.
a third one.
The third one, you boys need to stay away from.
Who's that?
Sahoba.
Sahoba.
He's the other soldiers stay away. He's crazy as hell. He'll kill, steal, murder, tear apart anything. He was
A regular soldier, or is he something else?
well, I think he was a regular soldier, but I've heard some of them say that he was hit in the head too many times, and he just sort of kind of lost a little bit of his self-control.
Is he human as
Oh
well?
yeah, I know how that feels.
I think so. He doesn't get out much. They try to keep him under wraps. They call him a capo, but he doesn't do much leading.
Hey, what race is he?
What can you tell us
he's a
about
human.
the blacksmith?
Oh, he's a good guy. He's right over here, right up the road.
Or he's visited twice a day?
They keep anyone that might have access to anything sharper than a butter knife. They keep close eyes on him. And anyone with his kind of skills, he's always being followed. He's always got eyes on him.
I have a question. Can I hand out magic stones to people just in case something happens, like the NPCs?
He gives you an NPC, make it draw. Absolutely.
Yeah, can I hand theocracy some magic stones in case anything happens?
Ooh.
Out of all the
Don't
town-
show them anyone.
Out of all the townsfolk, are there any form of warriors or apprentices of magic or any kind of skill that would be useful in the battle?
There's no mages in town. I really regret that voice.
You got it more smart.
Choose your NPC.
Mages and
I know. Yeah.
mages in town, there are none.
No mages. There's 2 priests at the temple. They're both the pointy-ear folk. And if you're looking to cause trouble, those 2 will be happy to help. They're going stir crazy. They don't like being inside walls.
So nobody else you can think of that can handle a weapon in town?
Oh, you might be able to talk to.
Yeah, we could talk to the crate maker. I bet she'll kill someone for him.
Honestly, yeah.
Never anger a woman with a frying pan.
Brodok the smithy, he could probably help, but he's an older guy. But don't ever count out the old guys. A few of the town's guard are still around. They found other work, and they didn't make it known to the brigade that what they did before.
Do you have an herbalist in town?
That's always come from the temple, and I don't know what they have. They sold some of it through the store up at the marketplace, but.
So is there anybody that sells or deals in herbs and berries and
Not
whatnot from the woods?
Not anymore. Nobody goes to the woods. The townsfolk all stay here within the walls.
So you don't have any of those things?
No, not handy. I keep my hops, and that's the closest thing I've got to herb. Now, if you're looking for some herb, there's some pipeweed down at the general
Well,
store.
physician in town. For
For
medical purposes.
a few folk around here know how to splint the leg. Somebody hurt?
You don't have any medicine?
It was always at the temple.
Let's say if someone got cursed by a mummy, is there anyone in town that would have been able to cure that?
Oh,
Theoretically.
that'd be some big magic. I don't think there's anybody left around that could do that.
Does
I would have died.
Jawamba ever eat here?
Not
Is there a place they
since
gather
fall.
to eat at the home, or is there a place they go to eat?
They all stay at Chorusburg at the. Well, if they're eating together, they're going to stay at Chorusburg at the castle right up the road there. But
They all eat in the castle?
yeah, some of them have the town used to have a lot more folk in it than what it does now. So some of those houses are empty. Some of the soldiers have taken out homes from people that they've murdered. Sometimes they just murdered the men and they kept the wives there.
So, you said that nobody leaves this now. And trade is pretty much non-existent now due to the tariffs and all that. So how are y'all surviving?
A lot of people, they've got gardens in their yards. There is still a little bit that comes through, but they've scared off a lot of the traders.
Poor Dearborn lost 50 pounds since they came in.
Any more information from
You can get it through his head to go talk to that girl.
you? We may need you.
We have a very important mission for you. We talk to the crate maker.
After you talk to her,
Give her the rocks.
we may need your services. We will be recommending your services.
Okay. Well, I can brew up a double batch of ale if you like. Oh,
If you help us out, we'll bring you more
Outside
donuts.
of cooking,
okay.
what you
I'm
have here, we might need your services.
very perceptive. I catch your meaning there.
I can see that.
Frank,
As he rolls a perception check of 6.
how good are you at throwing tricks?
Yeah, his perception rolls are
Insight check.
He rolled a 6-sided die.
He is convinced that he is perceptive.
You don't have tool proficiency herbalism, do you?
I do.
You know?
An add herbalism kit.
You got a kit?
Would you have asked for one at the general store?
No, I have one.
Oh, you have one?
I have
Oh, okay.
But you guys have said it takes hours to brew stuff. And,
Oh, to brew a health potion, it would take a week.
oh, yeah. It was
Yeah.
a long time, yeah. I just wasn't sure what to do with my herbalism, so I haven't done anything with it.
Would you be collecting them on the when you're walking on the road?
Spot we needed to go, or you were wanting to
I
go?
haven't thought about it.
You were wanting to go to blacksmith,
Or
right?
you could roll back the reel for a little bit and roll a perception check.
To see if I could?
Yeah.
Sure. Perception, if I found anything. Oh, it's good. 23.
Good night.
See if I collected anything from my herbalism kit.
I would say it is Fantasy February, but
It's those magic dice.
I would say you've probably found enough, about half of what you need to make a healing potion. You know, hopping off the road and hopping back on.
Just add a V. So.
Yeah.
1/2 of a potential potion.
Yeah. It'll still take you.
Yeah, time.
Yeah, we need to get a diamond to bring back someone if needed at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
One last thing before we go. The Wamba, does he call all the shots?
He's pretty tight with his crew. He's an iron-fisted leader. He trusts some of his capos. He doesn't trust any of his soldiers.
Do the capos trust each other?
Never.
Good.
Ah, so they're like a family.
Head to the temple?
That's good.
Ready to go to the temple?
Yep.
Alright, let's go to the temple.
Okay.
Table. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Care for a
Yes.
pint while you're here? I
You
forgot to ask.
definitely need to invite Lyrica out to dinner.
Well, I can invite her here. Do you think? I wonder if she
No,
would bring.
like
Go
a dinner.
someplace else.
One-on-one dinner.
Oh, a date. Oh,
Treat her
oh, we
right.
don't see dates up this far north. It's too cold.
Remember how your mommy met your daddy? Do that. So they can't have alcohol. Last time I drank some alcohol, I might have stolen from a temple.
Let's head to the temple.
Yeah, alcohol. Yeah, don't grab a keg on the way out.
We didn't hear any Drake screaming, but we'll see if the Drake's still alive out there.
Okay. It's probably 11:30 now. You start to see a couple of people coming in, and just townspeople. Just they're NPCs, but they don't have names over their heads, so they're just generic guys.
Let's say if you stab one, their kill count doesn't go up.
Dead
But
flesh
it does.
just walk in.
I'm gonna
I grab one of the NPCs
whisper over to
with my-
Shava. No pickpocketing. Just a subtle reminder.
Oh, so you can pickpocket.
Oh,
No pickpocketing.
so you all are going down to.
It'll be easier for me to pickpocket if I had the horns covered
Across
up.
town.
So right over here is the smithy. If you wanted to go see him.
Right there.
Start
the
there, or you
temple?
want to go beeline to the temple?
Where's the temple at?
All the way
Temple's
back across
here,
Oh,
Yeah.
This goes
right in front of the castle, the bird.
I think probably hit blacksmith and then go there. That way we're not
yeah.
across
Right.
town.
I mean, hey, you know, it's good
We're more-
exercise.
I think we're more likely to run into them now at the blacksmith since they frequent this place. So we might want to go there last. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So where's this tannery?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you looking for a tanner?
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't seen a lot of hunting lately.
Since we can't go outside the walls.
Yeah. The boss here, he can probably help you with that. He's they had a lot of hunters come through here, and I'm sure he could probably hook you up. Wilhelm comes back from behind the counter. Boys looking to cure some furs.
You're fine. We have this thing in my bag for 3 days.
He wants something. He says,
Yeah, I want a. Can you turn this? Drop the big bloody wolf out on the thing. Can you turn this into a hat to cover up my horns?
This is a restaurant. Let's let's go on the back porch. Come on.
Yeah.
It's been dripping to my bag for days.
3 days old. Sitting on the
How do you think the good berries turn into
All right.
raisins?
I use
First roll for me.
prestidigitation to take away the smell.
I might be able to do something with it.
Oh, fine.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
it's,
gonna make it smell like flowers.
okay.
Prestidigitation.
You just want
he-
your spell
he kinda-
slot.
That's not supposed to
It's a cantrip. He kind of pokes at it with a like a stick that he found on the ground.
Is that a minute?
It's either a minute or an hour.
It's
As soon as we leave, it's like, oh god.
it's not maggot eaten yet. Did you dress this thing? Field dress it at all, or is it all the guts in there?
There was a wolf. There was a wolf, and I cut it off of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there
So
was
it's okay. That's
There
right.
was a naked wolf in the wild.
Yeah, it was.
I never
If I
com-
remember correctly, it was a.
Yeah, I carved it off.
Borderline roll.
Yeah.
So it was kind of mutilated off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It might be in one piece.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I bet we could probably do something with this.
Contained, so I'd have to do it like just too nasty smell, just constantly.
Yeah.
sit there.
I'll
So you get shh, Febreze.
we don't have I can still get to the river, so I'll go there this afternoon. I've got to get some river water for washing the floors. I think we can take care of that. It'll take probably take 3 or 4 days to cure it, and 1 gold now and 1 when you pick it up.
Yeah, sure, that works with me.
Okay. Mark off 2 gold, or mark off a gold,
One gold. I don't know
and
if we're going to come back to God.
the wolf skin question mark. Wilhelm. I put them in order. I put them in a order, but it is not
So I got two
Medical.
ideas.
brewing. I heard
My favorite NPC of the campaign so far.
I'm waiting for a hobby.
I really like when the DM talks with him for a while and it turns into a little bit of a Kermit and then it back to a underpants gnome.
Jar Jar.
Yes.
and I'm picturing a gnome that looks like Tommy Boy.
Honestly, yeah, you're not far off. Well,
This deal here.
Farmer Bulger from Fellowship of the Rings. Sort of, kind of like him.
Okay.
So he's just
Okay.
big old round
Yeah.
bowling ball with feet
Yep.
kind of boy. Wolfskin. And then what did you want me to make with it, lad?
Just anything that can cover up these horns.
Oh.
The stores.
Nice Daniel Boone cat. We can do that. Fantasy Daniel Boone.
What do you use to cut the skin up with? If it was confiscated all the differences.
We've got
Call 'em out.
some scrapers here and there. I don't think we could use them for fighting, but if you've already got one of the guys skinned, we can make a nice hide out of it. Take all the fat off the skin. But the fat that's on the skin helps to cure the fur too. So I think that's how that works. I don't know. I'll watch some stuff on YouTube. I don't know.
Take these two and hand him some magic rocks.
Ooh, what are these?
Well, just in case something comes up to you while you're canning the hide, just
Okay.
throw one of these and it'll hurt real good.
Oh, thank you, lad.
And you don't know where you got them.
Got what?
The magic stones, you idiot!
And,
I don't know which one
and you're now and you're now rolling insight checks for the D6 too.
Just rolled up my next character.
Okay.
Hey, I can turn anything that can run away from any guards if needed. You guys, on the other hand,
They'll cover your retreat.
We may need like a regular wild ship here. Like an actual utility wild ship.
you got one to recommend. I can do it.
Almost nondescript animal you can think of.
Well, time for my canonical cat form.
Yep.
Inconspicuous animal.
All right, roll for Teddy.
Have we seen any animals roaming around? Roll a what?
Yeah, roll perception.
Not very good.
I roll perception as well.
15.
Know what the hell he eats. Take him out, and it takes all the chances down.
Wait a second. I rolled a 19 for perception.
So it's all
Other
right.
one
So
would
you're looking for what?
You're a goblin.
Any animals we've seen along the way? Cats, rats, mice.
Okay.
Any
Rabbits.
animals the cat can take
That's
on.
I'm thinking
Oh, okay.
if we've seen anything that maybe you could blend in with.
It's
Those are the two I got.
real early, so there's not a lot of Tweety birds in the trees. You hear a couple here and there.
Well, we can poison at least him and his
See here, probably seen maybe a couple of house cats in windows. It's-
It'd be much easier to get rid of his
one of the guards had a dog. You haven't seen any other dogs in town.
Did I overhear you thinking spider?
rat, spider.
Haven't seen rats. It's early in the year for spiders.
Oh, I do have this one. Yeah, just recently. I hand Jill another fistful of magic stones to hand out.
No.
Bird.
Cockroach.
Yeah.
Flies.
Yeah, 5th level. I think fly.
Flies yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, flies.
I can turn into a chicken. Maybe a turkey.
Yeah, but we need something that can get into a castle.
Kitty cat.
Possibly, if we've never seen a cat in there before, though. Like, no, I can't.
I mean, have you seen those temples just stormed with cats?
I think we're gonna find the workshop there. We're headed to the temple now.
Because if they see a cat in the temple, they look how cute. If they see a rat in the temple, I'm going to stomp it.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't turn into something like a dog, because that's too big.
Let's see. So you're going to the church?
Yeah,
All right. Going to the chapel, and you're.
I walk in. I walk towards
Last
the
time you were in a
temple,
holy place?
rubbing my hands together, just
Oh,
looking
dear.
around.
We need you to stand outside here and keep watch. Just know if any of the
Do you want me to hide more?
Draw a circle around him. Don't leave that circle.
Do you want me to play more now so I can't steal anything of importance?
We really need to look at it here.
Oh, there you go.
What's the drink? What's the drink?
So if you just want to watch out here and make sure.
Anybody with weapons comes start hollering.
The drink needs company.
Oh boy.
I-
Actually, Cole, make a perception check.
15.
You notice as you approach the temple, despite there not being a cloud in the sky, you do hear some thunder.
Oh no. You might want to stay outside.
I stay outside with Tiffany the drink and just chewing the fat with her since I can talk to animals.
Oh, is a drake a beast or is it a magical creature? Okay.
It's not a beast.
So,
It has four legs. I assume.
Draconic is its own language.
Yeah, all I know is I can't turn it into one. That's what's important.
so I'm going to say that draconic in this world sounds an awful lot like Scooby-Doo.
And even other dogs can't understand Scooby-Doo.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for y'all meddling kids.
That's right.
I stand by and open the window to hear what everyone is saying.
All right, going in. It's about it's high noon.
Hey Jill, can you hand me a fork if you find any?
Actually, you know that it's high noon because there's a chapel bell that goes off 12 times.
Scares the crap out of me.
What do y'all do?
Do we see anybody priest or anything?
Do we know what it's what God to? Is or like a symbol?
It actually says Community Temple.
That's like a church.
Yeah. It was multi-faith before, it still is. You walk in, it's a pretty good sized temple actually for a town this size. You'd say it probably holds 80, 90 people at a time in the pews. You see a lot of different holy symbols on different written on different pews, and a lot of different iconography from a lot of different deities all over, different spots on the wall. Look like they've been put up at different time, like maybe traveling clerics would come through and
Any of the
make a
ones
mark.
that we've seen previously? The quill and candle, the rising hand, and
Oddly enough, you haven't seen a quill and candle here. Which way did y'all take? Did y'all take Gate Street or
The street here.
that one?
the Gate Street going up to the hospital,
And Lord Street. Okay.
and then Lord Street back down.
Okay. Yeah, there's no quill and candle at this place. But you see pretty much every other major good deity here somewhere. And then quite a few of the 100 or so lesser deities and intermediate deities. It is a multi-faith temple for just about anybody passing through or whatever.
Like a graffiti wall of
Yeah, anybody that's come through just plants a holy symbol there and it makes a little mini altar. There's a big platform up at the front for sermons or for anything like that.
So before I go up front, I want to go over to the right. Is there kind of empty-ish spot?
You can roll a perception check.
I shout out the window. These guys worship Bulla, the moon deity. I'm chill with him.
21.
Yeah, we do. Come on in.
I climb in through the window.
Are you a kitty cat yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Please, I gotta see this.
Oh.
I was standing by the
Fast
window.
21 percent.
He's
A
gonna
what?
break a goat leg.
21.
Oh yeah. You find a nice little quiet corner.
Okay. I'm just gonna
You break a goat leg, dude.
anvil.
He got a 1.
And
He rolled a 1.
Give me high-low.
look.
No, you rolled a 1. didn't
You put it next
3.
to one that's already there, but it's nicer than the one that you've got. So, sorry, I rolled a 16.
He rolled a 1 for a total of 3. He breaks a goat leg, doesn't he?
So,
I have a healing spell.
you so this is a pretty typical church where it's still kind of early in the year. It's still pretty chilly outside, so the windows aren't open yet. They don't, and it's not the time of day where they've done flu shock. I think it's called shock ventilation. So you go to open up a window to climb in a window, and
It's the same deities what for the temple. It's on that window.
you break off a large, probably about a 7-foot tall glass window. It just you go to pop it off and to open it, and it tears off the hinges right on your head. You take 6 damage. Sorry, I rolled a 6.
And you make a heck of a racket.
Oh yeah,
And destroy,
half the town heard it.
destroy part of a church.
He's going to piss off before that.
And here, yeah,
We're
that
gonna have
was.
like bad omens for the rest.
I'm just
Oh.
saying, it's the same window for the deity for the temple. I'm pissed off.
Oh, I can't roll that one. Let me roll this one.
No, we've already
5 from the top.
here, so it's a different one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up which one it was. So 5 from the top. You're killing me. Oh boy.
Who did I piss off this
Does
time?
he roll to see if he's bleeding?
You mean other than me?
Well, he took 6 damage of piercing and bludgeoning.
The tip of my horn.
1,
broke off.
2, 3, 4, 5.
As a reminder.
You know who's 5 from the top?
Oh god.
Dalus, the master of forges.
Oh, you're a
So
deity?
I literally put this damn window at me.
Oh yeah. Because actually, yeah, you put it right there at the stained glass. There's a stained glass window that's got a big forge
They
on
have
it,
a front door.
and you're putting your whole hand right there,
At you.
and you just see the window just fall off the hinges, and then he says, "Did I do that?"
Shava.
We used the front door. You saw us walk.
And I told you to stay out
supposed to be
front.
pulling-
When I walked by the door, the gods were mad at me.
He's pulling security.
I'm sure they're really loving you now.
Drop your deity.
Alright.
About that time,
Can I hit it?
Yeah, so you can do. Okay, I'll allow you to do unarmed strike on me.
With your hammer?
Yeah. Disrespected my guy.
I allow you to do one unarmed strike on me.
if we're okay with this at the table, yeah,
Yeah, I'll allow unarmed strike.
go for it.
Not the hammer, though.
I mean, I could honestly see this in my mind of you just backslapping the.
You wouldn't do it inside the church.
Non-lethally.
Oh,
Yeah, you wouldn't do it inside the church.
17.
Does that beat your armor class?
It does, I'm sure.
Armor class is 15.
Yep.
I'm freaking around.
Strength plus
He
1.
slaps him.
Yeah.
4.
Unless you're proficient with unarmed strike. Okay. You're not a monk.
He slaps him.
It's a good night. You just took 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, of course it is.
How many hit points?
Now your god is not as angry with you.
That's right.
Now
You
maybe
defended-
your god might like
You
you
defended
more.
your deity.
You're a cleric, right?
So is that how big is it?
Shoot.
The area of the window is it?
7 feet?
That's 7 feet tall and
So it's a big.
probably 2
ass
feet
window.
wide. Oh yeah,
big.
it's a big ass stained glass window to a large
Like a 4 foot by 7 foot.
chapel.
I thought
Yeah.
it might have been like a little 3-foot area. I can.
Oh shoot!
No, it's a big window.
Can you hand me that percentile right there?
Of course.
Thank you.
Oh my
I'll break my neck and pull a Shava if I try to climb over there.
I cast healing word on myself.
Hi guys,
Okay.
we're destroying your church.
So your deity did not necessarily see you directly uphold his honor.
Ah, son of a.
If I would have rolled 100, he would have.
It would probably be like a father looking after a mischievous child.
Yeah, after the
Like he would scold, but just kind of get the hint that that's just how they are. Right?
Yeah, but
So,
in this
yeah.
case, you caught your child
Beat
torturing a
him
buddy.
Yeah, well, you did basically get backhanded them. So yeah,
It's not the normal, no playing Xbox at this time type of slap. It's you caught me torturing a baby
So
rabbit.
at this point, the priests are headed this way.
yeah,
Okay.
'cause I'm sure
Along
that
with
would
half
be
the
quite
town.
the
What
noise.
was that? We haven't heard an
A
explosion in a
7-foot
year.
7-foot glass window just fell and shattered.
It's not a small sound, and
Yeah,
it's
no, I'm sure like the people next door to the temple heard it.
I cast healing word on myself to alleviate the bleeding. So I don't
Okay.
make much of a mess.
mark off the spell.
Yeah.
About that time,
Deal.
you do see.
So much for fighting with the bad guy.
Okay, I just want to say.
Comes with the fight, we're all out of spell in the end.
I just want to say.
we broke a church window.
We've been fighting inanimate objects for about an hour.
Kick their ass.
Okay, but at some point, this is the first time I had real damage. It is my the church and my to me here.
About that
I
time,
think you should next level just start multi-classing into barbarian.
That's a barbarian move.
yeah.
Yeah.
Barbarians used to get their levels from breaking magical items. So,
So note to self that I might do that next level.
oh,
Depends on if you resemble my cleric.
so. You actually see Sylvan elf. Well, you hear some clattering from back behind.
How do we hear that over everything else?
Because they just dropped a
I'll
bunch
be
of
honest,
silver and
My
incense.
little ass at this point is going to be laughing. I'm rolling on the ground laughing my ass off.
Are you inside the church
I'm
still,
inside
or
the-
have you? Okay, gone out in the
I
courtyard.
followed
Okay.
him outside, and after witnessing him knocking his ass back, I'm laughing.
I used some of my wrapping to reattach the bit of horn back on. The cursed fabric.
I'm actually looking to see what's coming at us now.
Okay.
'Cause
You, you
All
see.
this broken glass is makeshift shanks now.
finally, those cloth wrappings
Yeah.
that you stole.
What do you call them?
They're only severely used.
Hammer your plowshares into swords.
Yeah.
Y'all will see.
I grabbed some of the glass shards for later use.
You hear a little bit more thunder.
You know you're just gonna cut yourself.
Because the whole glass is sharp. What do you hold on to?
Don't take the
So,
shirt.
so write down prison shank. Glass prison shank.
Imagine.
Take it.
Don't steal
Roll what's your passive perception? Actually, you're right there smacking.
Oh, I know.
Roll a perception check with advantage.
Do this, Shabby. You can put the shards of glass between the knuckle bones of your stolen arm.
Really bad.
And make a spear out of it.
Really bad.
It becomes a wall stabby.
Really bad.
What
2, 3. Are you killing him?
Oh, so you're piping. You can't see anything but red.
You're blinded by rage.
I was trying really hard not to believe
Yeah.
that he just stole. That he broke out.
I mean, what are you gonna do with it, really?
The stone glass. I had an idea.
Oh yeah, you.
You ever heard of the mending spell? They could have fixed it.
Didn't take that, unfortunately. I usually do, but
Oh, that'd be wicked,
Actually thought about that. If I do that, this skeleton's an impromptu warhammer. It's a real shitty one.
So, you see coming out from behind the altar. You see a Sylvan Elven maiden. She's tall. She's tall and lean, even for an elf. Honestly, she's built like a brick shit house. Is what it comes down to. Tall, lean, just strong and wiry. Comes out. She's dressed in green and like green cloth and brown tanned leather.
We're here to save you.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
I just want to make sure they see the goat legs when they walk in.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
it's like an elephant in a bull in a pawn shop.
She's
Wait, are you now inside?
Yes,
she
it's all good.
Didn't get struck down, huh?
she's got a holy symbol around her neck, and then just a few steps behind her, you see a male, probably half elf, wearing like what look to be like farmer clothes, and he's actually probably about 2 inches shorter than she is. He's got similar kind of red hair to her, with skin or bronzish skin. He's also got a holy symbol around his neck. Roll a religion check. Anybody who wants to see if they can recognize the deity. Not 20. Okay.
Nat 20 plus 2.
Good. Nice.
Yes.
So
14.
yeah.
There's still blood over my eyes.
Yeah, there's blood dripping down in your eye. You don't see nothing. What would you roll? 14? I would say 14, you notice her holy symbol, which is Aeolus Stromlorgan. She's a nature deity. And then y'all two, not 20 people, notice that Tema, the elvish male, he's got
A weirdly big head.
And braces.
Napoleon Bonaparte. No, that's all right.
Jimmy.
Inyan Noi. He's the chief of the cattlemen. It's basically it's like a longhorn. It's his longhorn. It's that symbol inside of a circle. So, and then actually, y'all roll back both rolled nat 20s. You see on his right arm, like a steer head on his right arm, tattooed. Oh no, it's been there a while.
So before he came here.
Oh yeah. It's and that deity is it's one of the intermediate deities under Ithaca. He is the lord of the cattlemen. So he's a rancher and farming, but deep into
Cowboy
ranching.
deity.
Yeah, he's a cowboy deity. Yeah.
Cowboy deity. So I'm gonna pipe up first and just be like,
What in the 9 hells is going on out here?
Actually,
Here,
there's
here,
7 hells.
here, and I'm just gonna add him 30 gold.
Well,
No. Let me
put that away. Put that away. Put it away. If you're not grabbing it, they will grab it. They'll hide it somewhere. Any pockets, any inside their robes, anywhere.
You gotta. I have no excuses for him. I really don't. I'm just as furious as you could be. Sorry.
That window was 1,000 years old.
I'm sure if I saw the castability on it, it will fit back together perfectly.
We think there's something wrong with them. We're looking into it.
He's part goats. Can you fix him?
We got hit in the head too many times.
Are you a follower of Daedalus?
I wonder if I walk inside a church, is there going to be burn marks where I walk in this point?
You want to punch him?
I did.
Oh. Okay, I understand. I understand.
You can't pick your part.
Yeah, I guess you can't.
I'm going to go ahead and say, can you guys fix him? He's got goat legs. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That takes diamonds. Do you have any?
I'm a worshiper, Gula. I think he did this as a prank.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I think we've been pranked. Well, I want to send as a curse on these sinners here. Why were you coming through the window?
I know this isn't the best of icebreakers, but we actually came here for some information, and
Well, hi.
And
also Timothy.
Timmy, we're bringing you a message.
Relly Milbert sent us.
Yeah, we're here specifically for you, Timmy. If you weren't here, none of this would have happened.
Well, I feel bad now.
Your fault. I'd just say, I'm a little klutzy right now. It's all your fault.
Okay. Well,
Brooke.
I'm sorry, my son. I'll say a prayer for you tonight. What's
Houses don't have doors where he comes from. They run out the windows.
he pulls out his prayer list. I'm going to add you to the prayer list for this evening's worship. Can I get your name?
Shava.
Shava.
And no last name.
No last name. Okay. Well,
starts with an N.
Well,
Broke with the window.
I'm going to add you to my prayer list.
You might want to jot this name down several times.
His name is Shava Broken Window.
That's appropriate. Okay, he writes down Broken Window.
His name is Runs with a Limp.
What so you know Relly?
Yeah, we were on the road and fed us, clothed us, and we went and found his grandchildren out in the woods. They got lost.
Oh,
This is before
are they okay?
we had left there.
And his son.
The son got hurt real bad, but I fixed it. And for an unrelated reason, the daughter is traumatized of tieflings.
Can you imagine that? Can you picture it? Like, what would he do?
But Velum and Yanis, they're okay.
Yes, and the dog is okay.
And I trained that dog up from a pup. He's a good dog.
He's a good boy.
He's a Good dog.
Yeah, really was worried about you. He said that you came to this town and never returned.
Yeah.
They were, I guess you were a farmhand over at the Temple of Rabontica, and they, what's up? What happened?
Well, they're good folk there. They I came here last fall after the grain harvest, and to the horse was ill, and they knew that I was the best veterinarian there, and so they sent me. So to keep an eye on the horse when he was pulling the wagon, and well, I don't know if you've noticed. What do you know about the town? He's stage whispering.
We've gotten a bit of information since we've gotten into town.
I've been handing rocks at the people.
Lyrica.
Good lass. Good lass.
Theobald.
Whoever the
Good lad.
whoever the
You know-
sundry shop guy was.
Yeah.
You know, she's got the hots for him.
Nicolau.
I can see why.
Nicolau was actually one of the biggest helps when we got into town here.
Yeah. Good folk.
knows a lot.
Good folk. There's good folk here in town.
And the tanner's making me a hat.
That's good. That's good. Maybe he can make you some gloves too.
I'm just supporting the local economy.
We also heard tales of the priest here, and gotta say that makes me a little bit on the unhappy side.
And I'm not happy about that either.
Coffee.
How many acolytes are currently here?
Oh, it's just us two. Excuse my manners. This is as you know, I'm Timma. But me ma, she calls me Timothy. But this is Huetha. She's been here quite a while. Huethea, Huethia.
Better than what I thought you said.
It's an Elvish name.
Sure. East Elvish.
Yeah. She pipes up. Yeah, I've been here for decades. This has never happened before under the old management. As people are strange. I don't understand them. None of them. But sometimes I don't understand why I came to town. But you know, even a scuzzy little town, it needs some nature, and well, we've got some nice gardens now, some nice parks.
I understand this brigade people need to go.
You're not wrong.
Your con ain't welcome around these parts.
You spit in the table.
Please tell me that that was not that was under the table and not on it.
Who was that said to?
I spit out the window.
I think he's talking to all religious folks.
Okay. God did not hear that. Whew.
Tiger doesn't right. There's people in town, right?
I mean,
Oh, boy.
If you want to play with a new character, you can.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
And if anything happens, my identical twin sister or something, her name is
Oh.
Shiva.
Oh, bless America.
She's a little bit less chaotic than me.
Well, that doesn't say a lot, but
She has pissed off less deities.
that also doesn't say a lot. So I think you're up 3 now?
I think
Yeah.
I think she still has toes.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure about that.
Rabontica, Delas, the candle and
Yeah.
quill, and the rising up hand.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Not-
yeah.
Not necessarily a bad
Yeah.
thing to make them mad,
Yeah.
but
yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, God, I stole the priest arm, and I'll be the cultist guys.
Well,
Which actually ended up being a candle and quill back.
yeah. So yeah, we
Or no?
No, the mummy was.
That was the hand out of his
the-
mouth.
the Undertaker's
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Yeah,
No.
it's easier to remember their titles than it is their
Yeah.
keyboard splat a lot of times.
The cultist, the mummy, the dead guy who's by the mummy. Because I'm not the only one that robbed the graves. Corvo is the only one innocent in that one.
Yeah, because you weren't there.
Yeah. No, you took the sword.
Yeah.
I took an arm and a ring, and she took 2 rings.
Taking a sword is a lot less desecration than taking an arm.
From a grave.
I didn't know how to take the ring off. I just want to take everything with it.
Oh boy.
Just because I forgot to take a skull. I made no promise.
I'm gonna keep rolling these D100s. Eventually, I'm gonna roll 100.
I'm gonna hit a 97 throw.
Yeah, we as elven folk, we don't do well inside walls.
Nature.
We've made some parks. He's been able to keep some cattle, or not cattle, but some sheep and goats around here, kind of happy. But we've we got to get out, and anything that we can do to help, we will. Can't do anything for our weapons unless you're willing to shave a candlestick holder into a knife, but.
How often do they come here?
They're not real religious people, if you can imagine.
Fancy Christmas Eve, fancy Easter.
They did come. They've come actually to partake 3 times. They did come at spring equinox, or summer solstice, autumn equinox, and midwinter.
So they don't come for shakedowns.
They came for the initial shakedown. That's it.
So this is actually a good place to set up a plan. Do you have herbs, medicines, anything of that nature?
Anything to help apply pressure. I'm still bleeding a bit. I healed myself a bit, but I'm still 5 points in the red.
I think we don't have an awful lot of herbs to make anything.
Eat a berry. I gave you one earlier. That'll help another point.
Timmy pipes up. Yeah, Heather and Roya, they taught me how to make potions, but I was never good at it. And I could probably do it given some time, but I'm not as good as they are.
Do you have the ingredients though?
We don't.
Kind of medicines?
We can. I've been taught to set some bones. I can wrap a wound.
Hey.
What?
One of the rings.
Oh, you're not asking me?
Oh,
One of the rings from the ruins.
Oh, yeah.
we could.
I
was going to say,
We
I'm
might
gonna
have a
tell the
little
story,
bit
yeah.
left to make a couple of potions.
I decide.
No, I was going to tell him about that story, about the.
I decide
Maybe-
not
Go
to.
for it.
Ask if
If
they,
you give me a week,
See,
I
nothing
could probably
more.
brew something up.
Familiar with it?
I decide not to
That
pull
was
out a
the thing
hand with the
with
ring
the
attached to it. This time.
Is there an
We have a
inhalant
garden.
or ingestion?
You hold on to yours, please.
Or anything that would cause temporary paralysis or sickness?
Anything that could be weaponized.
We've got some hollies out back. Some what was it called? Oak?
Acorns.
Poison? Not poison oak. What's the stuff that used to grow in Prussia?
Poison sumac,
It's
poison,
poison.
poison oak, poison sumac, and poison.
Yeah, we've got some stuff in the garden. We could sometimes if you're careful, you can make a medicine out of it, but it's easy to make a poison out of it. Maybe.
I'm thinking with Jill's knowledge of herbalism, and I got adept on poison kit, so I'm gonna make poisons. We can make a toxin. We can figure out where they eat. The forehead people. You got an infiltrator, a spider, whatever. You sneak in there. You poison their food beforehand.
Also got the sneakiest guy.
The sneakiest guy here. You take the four heads out, and that'll weaken the rest of the soldiers, and we can kind of go around town and take them out one by one, instead of facing this whole thing head on.
I have a
Right?
4 against 20 is not going to work.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Take out the heads that way, and then kind of just go one by one, take them out, instead of all of them head on. That might be an easier
Yeah,
route
even
to
if we
go.
just take out the head guy, the three are going to fight each other.
But if they're always together, it might be good to take all of them out with some poison. At least knock them out. Something to incapacitate for a while, so you can take out their army, and then just deal with them.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I figured that would just
We got to take the head guy out.
yeah.
I have a
At
quick
least
question.
him. The other ones get weakened.
We can,
whatever.
and then that we can deal with the rest of the guys, and then have to deal with them soon.
Yep.
Dealing with what 20-something people, we get slaughtered, especially if they're former military. So that's kind of what I had brewing is first plan, second one. There's not enough people in town to death with
Yeah, even if we
weapon.
just spread a rumor.
Yeah, there's not enough people in
Yeah.
town that can use a weapon that would even help.
Yeah, if
So
we,
that
if we
wouldn't
kill
work.
off the head guy with a poison or
With a
whatever,
poison
and
or
then we say
something,
that Goodrugger is trying to take control over the Sergeant Broomis, and Broomis is trying to take control over Sohobo, and Sohobo is trying to take it over Goodrugger. Get those three fighting each other. That's going to take out the mass of the
Yeah.
soldiers that fight each other.
If we can take out the head guy and the fork with the poison, because I guess they're always together,
No.
then we can kind of devise a plan to deal with the rest. But do we trust our infiltrator?
So, I have a question. So, I've been joking. You know those little raisins they took for the mummy? They turned the good berries into more raisins. Let's say those are actually cursed fruit. If they get in contact with new fruit, they turn into those cursed raisins. Can I drop one of them in their fruit supply?
You can try.
The good berry only lasts 24 hours. Though.
But don't eat them after that.
Yeah.
Bad day.
It expires, so it
Yeah.
don't know what it
I'm
does.
thinking if he can get in there and
I can
put that over
replace
their food, if we can find out where the hell they eat, then we can take them out and then kind of deal with the rest of them.
another thing. I have those 1,000-year-old spices, so I can switch out the spices with that, and that'll cripple the army. You know, the good old Taco Bell technique.
So between what they got back, his knowledge of herbalism and my knowledge of poison kits, we can probably concoct something.
I like the idea.
Okay.
And my
What do y'all think?
dexterity.
As long as you don't roll a natural one.
I mean, what do y'all think? Y'all got like a better plan or something different? Or?
I decided that I turn some of those glass sharks into magic stone and hand them to the priest people in the church. Or is that
I mean,
too
I think it
sacrilegious?
only lasts a minute. Just,
Oh, does it?
Oh,
I think
Yeah,
so,
okay.
yeah, less than a minute.
now they're just carrying around
So,
stones.
Or you'll
Oh,
no.
crap, man, this isn't doing anything.
Hey, confidence is key.
You know, I forgot that you've also got
a couple of rocks.
Setting people up for failure.
you've got a
These are mad.
Real magic was up in you, the old
What are you talking about, man? They're breaking windows at the temple. That guy killed me.
I forgot to mention that, to remind
He
you
is surly.
that you've got an inspiration die too.
Oh man, yes.
So you found that roll. You
You could have instead of turning the window off of a church. Yeah.
But he did not use his inspiration.
I'm waiting for the inspiration for something actually big.
So, Hutha?
Mhm.
Hutha?
Huthia. Yeah.
Hutha.
Yeah.
Huthia.
So, I'll let You'll tell the story, but I'm going to go ahead and show these to you to see if you may know the symbols or seen them anywhere around here.
Okay.
And I hold out the ring. I believe it's the Undertaker's doing symbol, right?
On the
Ring?
signet rings, no, I think
The
it's
si-
the quill.
The quilling candle.
Quilling candle.
Yeah.
So I'll show that, hand it to her, let her
Okay.
inspect it.
And I'm
So-
going to give mine as well because I want to return this to the.
Okay.
and I'll just describe the Undertaker's undoing symbol that we saw.
Okay.
And see, sending it around, anyone brandishing, anything like that.
Well, in Fantasy Bible College, I learned about it, but I've never actually seen a priest. And you saw one of these.
And dispatched it.
Technically, yes.
I may or may not be cursed by them.
Technically,
Undead
They
mummy?
was in
Oh.
mummy form.
Mummy with
Huh.
a U.
So
He
somebody
was-
succeeded somewhere in doing what they're trying to do.
they usually punish their priests that didn't do well by turning them into mummies. The good ones, I hear, become vampires or liches, some of their higher form. He did something bad or dumb.
They had basically desecrated this whole area by marking over their sconces. And, yeah.
He must have broken a lot of windows.
He must have.
On,
And she blesses you.
on top of
I
that,
feel it's like burning sensation, but not the good type of burn.
there were probably
Penicillin will clear that
10
up.
undead skeletal priests of the quill
I'm
and
fireproof.
Candle.
Not that
Yeah.
fireproof.
I want to call him Ilmanthar, but that's Forgotten Realms.
they were
Yeah.
they seem to be enthralled to this mummy. So
That's whoever it was pretty powerful to go into an old temple. So old magic is weird. How old was this temple?
Hundreds and hundreds of years old.
and you told me about this.
No,
That
it
Well,
was-
they said 10,000.
Yeah. It was
I
from
think it was like 10,000
the old civilization.
Yeah.
years old. Like it was super old.
So magic that's that old, it can fade. Sometimes it gets more powerful. Sometimes like a magic item, if it's been stored for a long time, it can get far more powerful the older it gets. This was a powerful band of dark priests that did this to that temple.
We
They,
say this rig is not cursed.
The one you're wearing?
And have you cast Identify?
I did.
You did.
Yeah, you got a ring on it.
Yeah. Then you're confident that it's not.
It made me
It's
strip.
for somebody to take a hallowed place and turn the bones of dead priests into to undead minions. Somebody was quite powerful to do that.
It was
So this is
Kalun What's the name of the original? Because it doesn't really matter.
It was Nalorm Telvman, the Supreme Scribe. Eye with cross candle over a rolled scroll.
Oh, that was the Ring of the Child. That's right.
Oh yeah.
That didn't come from them.
Well, it was under for a little while. Somebody got a little bit more powerful.
Also,
I should have done Varg
how
schedule.
long have you been here?
She's been there 100 years.
I should put down my crown.
Kids.
Oh,
It's spring now, right? Yeah, it's been 24 years now. It's been a while.
blue tiefling. That's real nice shoes.
I wave.
What else do we have?
He had feet.
Description.
He was wearing a robe.
Robe.
Yeah, did he have symbols on him?
Yeah, for carbonic, but I don't know if that would have been before
Carbonic?
or after during.
I haven't seen any
He
of
was
them.
wearing all silver jewelry.
He had a really ugly dagger.
But real nice shoes, like high tier shoes, blue tiefling.
And a pinch he
Possibly
put kidnapping kids.
He didn't come through here. He made it come through town, but he didn't come through here.
Yeah, I can see
He
why.
would have gotten an arrow through his skull. Carbonic priest come through.
Well, I'm not sure if he had been flaunting it.
Not if he was smart, he wouldn't.
Are you sure the problem would be if he was carbonic and not because he was a tiefling?
Known
I'm
some.
still applying pressure.
I've known some fine tieflings. I've met some other ones too.
I'm not doing
In fact,
well
we've got-
fighting stereotypes.
Keep hitting dead ends on this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't come through town, but he didn't come through the temple.
He did say he was acting by himself, but
You know.
the question of the dead body.
I did not do this.
So
thing.
basically, we need to find the head of that cult to get the.
Just
That's
saying.
sacred underground.
That might be a little bit of a distraction.
Just saying, we can get some
Maybe
more
we gotta
information
focus
on them.
on
We just need
the
2
task at
kids.
hand first. I just wanted to
Bait.
see if I could get any kind of information on leading
Well,
there.
somebody.
We already have the knife. We have the tiefling, and we still have that shrine that the rock didn't get smashed at.
But I mean, from what we've gathered so far, he at least came for money. So maybe once we all clear up, we can talk to somebody who also comes for money and find out maybe we're in the wrong circle. That's how I get the closure on that before we move on.
No. Do the 3 of y'all have a place to stay tonight? Because you can't stay here.
We just arrived.
We have.
We just learned of everything that happened, and
If you should keep a low profile. You look like some serious folk. The brigade catches wind of you. They're not going to be happy about it.
Can I set this shed up on your property at least?
I'm thinking no.
We'll be praying for you tonight.
I turned into a giant spider standing up on the roof.
Oh, bless it.
Sleep there.
How long does that last?
I just needed to be the spider to climb
Oh.
to get turned back.
Okay.
And just sleep on the roof, do a long rest up there.
can you stay here?
If you want to stay here, you can.
I think it'd be the same
Um,
place since they don't have other time.
Well, I mean, 10 hours is what, we're gonna fly? We got time to figure that out.
We need to talk to the blacksmith.
Yeah, we said
You can, but that kind of went out the window. Nobody's adept at using a weapon.
Yeah, well, we can upgrade our weapon potentially. I got some silver.
Yeah, but if they're there a lot, we got a pretty good chance of running into one when we go there.
Silver's not a real good weapon now. It's more for
for holy damage.
So
I mean, if we want to size the guy up, we can do that. But I don't know
I can handle
how we're
some-
going to get treated or what's going to happen about.
I can have some non-magical rocks.
How long would it take us to make like a poison?
So how many people know how to?
I'm good at poisoners kits, and he's good at herbalist kids.
And I am
So-
a nature druid. somewhat.
So
might do
between
some
that, we
things
can
Yeah.
probably concoct talks.
Yeah, between y'all three and 2 other priests, y'all could probably come up with. You could attempt 1 per day, I would say. That's because you got 5 people working on it.
Guidance.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that
What's
disease?
that?
Guidance for a skill check.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Inspiration over here.
What's that disease from Oregon Trail?
Oh, diphtheria?
Dysentery.
Dysentery.
Yeah, potion of dysentery.
Oh.
No, that's just
Oh, you mean Montezuma's revenge? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that it doesn't kill them, but it won't kill them anyway. But it's definitely going to weaken them.
I want something. Kill him.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying. It's more fun to
Do
kill
we
someone
want a
who's
liquid or a
pooping
powder,
himself
or
to
what are we
death.
going for?
I vote for liquid.
I'm thinking of liquid too.
Yeah, like if
Something
they've got a big
drink.
stewish pot, I can just pour some in that.
Well, if we find out what they're eating, which would be good information, I can flavor it and color it just like what they're eating. You press duplication and it lasts for 1 hour. So you have an hour.
I also have an hour.
so they can't sniff it out or do any of that stuff. You know?
I think I also have an hour as being an animal. So where did I walk in like the Beethoven dog with the little keg
Yeah,
on the
we can-
neck?
we can
Oh,
probably do a
nice.
liquid.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Probably easier to brew a titrate or brew a potion, a poison that way.
I pull out the.
Really not there. So,
I wonder what the
as soon as I remember his name.
what the inspired
This guy.
herbs.
The guy.
Yeah.
Is it the guy pissed off?
Yeah, Theo. He's best brewer, so I'm sure that they get cask of his brew
Right.
taken up in the
Maybe there's a new formula he just came up with that he
Possible
wants to
flavor,
share.
new thing he's messing with.
Good idea.
Taking the
It's
cask
extra
up
dark
there.
lager.
So then we don't even have to risk
Risk
going into
infiltrating.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they want to try
a
his new special flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know.
And then you can infiltrate to make sure that they take it and they're out before we proceed farther.
Yeah, and
You just have to watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scout.
Oh, that went off.
So,
it's 15 gold if you don't have a weapon.
so I like that. That's
Yeah,
a good
I like
idea.
that.
Because I mean, if he's the best brewer around,
They're
they're
probably getting
getting this stuff.
Okay, I'm just going to point this out. We can have a whole group come into the tavern and then set the place on fire and they'll take them all out real quick.
And on that
You
note as
could.
well, you know,
I have
a
control.
multi-prong would probably.
But then we're
So we get this list of people, and once this is done, you know, things don't have to move quickly.
yeah, like I said,
I mean-
pocket them and take them out individual, like individual small groups. Just go around town and start stealth and taking them out.
Yeah.
And we're not fighting a army
And I
basically.
mean, as soon as we take out one,
As soon as we take off the
we
head,
get
it's going to
more-
weaken everybody else. So then we start stealthing.
And then as soon as we take out one or two, we've got weapons for some more to come in.
We,
and
we have to do like, we have to do a perception check on them, make sure they don't have a horn or a bell to signal for backup.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we stealthily start taking them out, once the 4 main guys are down, like the minions, I guess, we take out small pockets of them. Even if they call for backup, we're not dealing with like the big bads and the whole brunt. We'll be dealing with smaller pockets as they come. Plus, we can find a choke point in town if that happens to go there to funnel them into.
Heck, we could even try taking control of that instead of
Could.
killing everybody. You know, if we take those guys out, we can say, "Hey, we're in charge now. We're taking out your leaders." Do you really want to end up that way too?
How many
I'm all
I
for
like that.
killing people,
Get
but
putting it into group.
How How's that?
So we can, let's go ahead and knock out some liquid poison.
Okay. Yeah, we can start on
Do you have
that.
guidance, Cantor? Yes, we can.
Quick question: are people that are scared of spiders in the fantasy world as people are in this world, or is everyone like Australians?
There's worse things than spiders.
You're talking about a place where there's dragons. Right?
Yeah. But
I mean, there's wolves here, but we're afraid of spiders.
Yeah, but you can turn into a small daddy long legs and just roll and notice. I'm turn into like big hairy tarantula.
Oh, no.
you're gonna get stepped on.
No. I can transform into the big spider.
But into a cockroach.
Yeah.
Something.
I find a dark alley, transform into a giant spider, and start grabbing people with webs.
Oh boy.
Just turn into like a nondescript
Yeah.
insect.
Yeah.
Go in there and just look and make sure that they're down.
Like an earwig or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't
dig
do it
through
like
ears. Get the one ear come out the other.
a roly poly or something with teeny tiny little legs.
Ladybug.
Grasshopper.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper, anything. Yeah, so let's
All right.
do that.
Do you want to start working now?
Flea?
We're taking longer than an
Yes.
hour.
Let's start brewing.
We'll be back in about a month.
We need to roll.
I made it.
Everybody, we're going to make a group potioning check.
Make sure we don't roll one.
Can I roll for medicine?
Yeah, let's see here. What are our options
Plus
here?
proficiency bonus, that's a 22.
Good night. Yeah, I
We'll
would
take
say
that
it's maybe medicine or
With guidance, too.
yeah, it'll be brew potion.
Yeah, don't pay attention to my medicine. I got it.
All right. 11 and 22.
22.
I was able to make it reduce swelling.
22 with the poisoners.
Okay.
Like,
Make sure I don't roll a d12. Ooh.
Ooh. I rolled it
Okay.
bad one. I rolled
And Jill.
That's what
I
he's gonna give everybody guidance.
With herbalism kit, you had proficiency bonus, right?
Yes, if you're proficient with it.
And medicine.
And D4 plus guidance.
Oh, plus guidance.
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
I don't want to forget that.
yeah, no.
That gives me an additional 1.
I have proficiency.
14, 15, 16, 17. That gives me a 20.
So what does proficiency?
Proficiency bonus is 2.
Yeah.
So if you know how to use a tool, you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
To it.
So that's why I get +5 for medicine.
So it's plus 2, plus whatever ability score you're using to do that.
Where's calculator? It's alphabetical. Okay. 22. 11.
Yes.
I
It's
just-
under proficiencies, it has herbalism kit. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And then what was your final roll?
20.
Looking for
After
my
that guidance,
stats,
push me over the
forgot
edge.
I wish I have a
Oops, not 720.
to the slab.
That definitely did it. 720 put me over that.
Yeah, 720 would
We
do it,
brewed
yeah.
100 of them.
Knocking them out like Pepsi Cola. Bottling for them for poison.
They also have the side effect of reducing swelling with my help.
Okay. So you set everything in there and it's brewing. About lunchtime tomorrow, you'll have something ready.
Should we go talk to Theo about maybe he could brew an actual real new batch?
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna have a bit of a cinnamon flavor to it. No, almond flavor.
Who specifically killed the priest? Sorry.
So a little retribution here?
Yeah, that's my house for boot. Or if I get someone damaged me, I can set them on fire.
Bumas, the dwarf.
That's probably why I got promoted.
He was just a butt kisser.
You're welcome. All right.
But the orc is the one that gave him the war horse. That's how he got promoted.
So y'all head back up to the river run. Okay.
Hey, let's go back to the D&D place that everyone goes to. Bar.
So we're like 4 episodes in. This is the first time we've walked into a tavern. I
Yeah.
just want you all to.
Like I was actually waiting for. Yeah, so there's this cat lapping up a saucer bill. That was going to be my introduction.
Oh, nice.
Door.
We want to go up Gate Street to find it.
Okay. That's Main Street.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. So this is a planned city. So streets, avenues.
Right.
Thank you, New York City. You finally did.
Canada did better.
Gate Street, and then going up to here, or you want to come back behind Temple and then up Lord Street and then over.
Well, I'm going to Gate Street. You mentioned something about that we go to Gate Street. So.
Oh, I just asked which road y'all took
Something there?
There's something
Well-
there.
because
I think it had something to do with the candle and quill.
it does actually. Well,
The line is
Wall Street actually has something to do with Candle and Quill.
Not Gate Street.
Yeah. Who was asking about the? I want to say Ilmatar, the Candle and Quill deity.
I did earlier.
Did you?
About whether it was colluding to nip,
Oh,
if that was it or not.
Candle and
I wrote
Quill.
it down.
Is he one of the
You
gods
said it was.
Is he one of the gods that's trying to survive me?
Yeah, Nalorum Telfman, the Supreme Scribe. But there's a library over on Wall Street. I believe she's still there, the librarian. I don't know what time she takes lunch, but I bet she's over there. A lot of times she'll be teaching children. If you want to go talk to her about that ring, she might know more about it than I do.
Put that on our list.
And if you want to make a religion check on them.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can piss off any more. 15.
It's a big deity.
Religion's not my strong point.
Bunch of nerds. Nerds.
You just joined for the armor.
You rolled a 15.
Yep.
You know that followers of Nalorum don't really have temples per se. They are the book nerds of heaven. So
So I'm less likely to piss them off.
It's the
you
cult
could.
of soul.
It really is, yeah. They're the book nerds. They're Ilmatar, I think, is what it's called in Forgotten Realms.
Yeah. Illuminator, I wrote
Yeah.
parentheses nerds.
Yeah.
As long as I don't set any books on
That's what I wrote
fire.
down.
If you light a book on fire, you probably will die. We will be rolling initiative.
It's in my notes.
They don't really have temples per se. It's libraries, colleges, universities, schools, things like that. Places where knowledge is kept and distributed.
Are they free college or do you have to pay?
Depends on if you have a scholarship or sponsored,
That type of college. I
Yeah.
see how it works.
or if you're a legacy.
Benefactor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it the tiefling preventer.
Oh dear. Tiefling lives don't matter. I'm sorry.
Cancel.
I mean,
Oh boy.
I'm not a good I'm not a good character for my species.
Are y'all? Which direction are y'all taking? Back to the inn
Yeah.
on a lord or wall or a gate?
Gate.
Okay.
I thought we
We know
So
that.
you're passing back in front of the main castle, taking that way. Roll a
Oh boy.
Oh, and yeah. So yeah, there's the main castle, the main lord's castle, Korsberg. That's kind of their central main operation. So, do you still want to take
I have a question.
Fisher and then up, or do you want to go out the back door?
Went there is probably the same way we should have back, yeah. But going a different route.
I have a quick question. By glancing at the tower when we walk by, is it made of wood or is it made of stone?
Stone on the outside. Make a perception check.
What, I mean, if it's on lockdown, they notice that.
17.
There's a good bit of wood in there to support the
Yeah, just go like
stone.
Yeah.
Stone's not as strong as what you think it is. It requires timber to give it rigidity against a battering ram or something.
Alright, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah.
Are there any
Go
books
like
in there?
Follow the crowd. Kind of, yeah.
Oh boy. All right. So y'all are going back out in front of it.
Just follow the crowd, like where
Okay.
there's the most people, just go that route.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
be looking shady going up back alleys and stuff. We're
Okay,
just going
okay.
down the main roads.
All right.
Why would you guys look shady with me around?
Are y'all trying to blend in?
Yeah, I mean, red tieflings are more common, so I'll blend in
We're out of
better.
towners. We're just here doing some business.
Okay.
Like we told them.
Roll a stealth check to see if you draw attention.
Are you sure you want
Gladly.
this though?
You're gonna disappear. You rolled a nat 1, didn't you? You can't roll a nat 1.
Oh,
You're a
sorry.
halfling.
I get lucky.
Yeah, about that. 8.
14.
14.
Oh wait, no.
18.
No, my
18?
stealth is
2,
I rolled a 4, so it's 8.
2 and
no.
a
That's
20.
actually an 18
18, and another 18.
because it's plus 9.
Yeah, 18.
Man, you're not gonna make me do math again. You're
I'm
killing
just
me.
saying, stealth is my...
What's the average? 18 to 36 plus 4 and 4.
Nat 20.
18
Eight.
and 4. The average is going to be a
26
11?
divided by
Right,
4.
disadvantage.
I don't think this die would help me.
10. No,
Okay,
11.
yeah.
11.
It's better than 10. Yeah. You,
11. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all walk up there.
Guidance.
I would say it's probably 1:30, so it's probably the early lunch. There's probably no combat today, so I've got to roll some dice or something here. There's 4 people in there, 4 patrons.
Trust me, there might be some combat.
There are, well, between the 2 dining
Looking for
rooms.
some.
There was combat. Don't
You walk into the
see
foyer.
some-
There's 2 people in each of the dining rooms, to the left and to the right. Wilhelm is actually not at the bar because he's busy serving patrons, and his boss is also serving patrons at the other restaurant.
I'm going to call for. What's my boy's name?
Theo? Theo, yeah, Theobald.
I'm going to ask for him in. Do we see him at all?
No.
When we ask for him, I'm gonna ask for him.
Okay.
I think we should have Joe go out solo to try to talk to Theo.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him in
Okay.
halfling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You flag somebody down.
How do you know halfling? You never spoken to halfling before.
I learned it.
Oh,
Excuses.
good thing to learn.
I know lots of languages actually.
I mean, I learned how to speak Elvish.
Elves are smart.
I learned how to
Teach me
speak
lots of things.
demon. I've never talked to demons.
You
Sure.
flag down a waitress.
Breaking windows, you will.
Hello, wee one. Yeah, I can go find him.
The voices in my head.
you,
sound
Passed
good.
out.
You don't have any
Things get
intentions
real
for Theobald, do you? because there's a gal in town that she's got eyes on him.
No,
You should
no,
stay away from him.
No.
She'll gut you.
No, he's all lyricus.
Okay. I'll go fetch him for you.
She likes her men less round.
She
He's in shape. Round's in shape.
it is.
She likes more of a raisin than a blueberry.
Good night.
Wrinkles
So
and
she runs downstairs and fetches Theobald. He comes up.
Well, hi guys, it's been a couple hours. Or y'all thirsty?
I need some water.
Well, water can't really help, but I can get you some ale. We just had a batch that just got done ready this morning.
Told you we'd need your services, possibly.
At your service.
Do you provide drink for Jawamba and his crew?
Yeah, a bunch of them come in. Sometimes the lieutenants come in. I haven't seen Jaramba in a while, but sometimes we bring a little over to the Berg for him.
Would he be interested in a special concoction you can make for him, something new?
He seems to like what I make, but oh, I think I see what you're doing. I'm pretty smart, you know. My pa always told me I was a pretty fart smeller.
You're about as sharp as you or you're about as sharp as you are round. Theobald.
Well, thank you.
Can you
Thank
make
thank you.
an extra
I've been working
special
hard.
concoction for them?
Or I think I can. So
With some
a little bit
extra
early
hops,
for oranges, but I think we can find something.
Can you let them know that you're making something extra special for them that you discovered a new recipe for them all to try
105 proof alcohol.
and actually make something?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to brew up something
Something
new in
with
the
a very
spring.
strong taste and a very strong smell.
That I can do. Yeah.
And how long would it take?
Let's complete a beer.
Yeah. Anybody here ever do any brewing?
Nope. I have a soda stream. I can carbonate some water.
None of us know, so you can make it up.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to Google it. It's going to...
I would say I could probably get that in about
Yeast and honey.
2 days. Takes a little while to make a batch.
A hand of gold. Can you make it one day?
I don't think you can lie.
Uh,
Yeah, I get
sorry,
it.
9 women can't make a baby in a month.
You don't know how
far
my
as
race
thinking.
works. My race reproduces like
Basically, it gives
centipedes.
us 2 days after the poison's made.
Yeah.
So maybe we
Remember,
have
you're only
time
making
to,
one batch,
Yeah,
so
one
that'll
batch.
only do one person.
Well, that gives us time to make more batches too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gives us time to make at least 2 more batches.
Yeah, one for the
So we
beer.
can do 3 of the 4, right?
So we can make some and put in the alcohol. And if that doesn't work, I can take some inside the building and pour it on
It
food.
gives
How
us
are we
time to
gonna
make 2
get
more
it
batches,
into-
and we can find out a little more information about them in the meantime.
How are we going to get it into the actual drinks?
Or if he bottles it, just put it in there. That's why it's really strong.
Oh, okay.
It's really
In
strong
the
smell.
individual bottles. Okay.
Yeah, if he bottles it, put it in
Okay.
there.
I bring it in like this.
It's like
Yeah,
right?
yeah, a
Cask?
little 1 gallon cask or
Yeah.
you do pints.
Put all the
quarts.
doses in there so it's
Yeah.
dosed appropriately for 4 drinks or
3
whatever.
people.
What I'm saying is, if
Okay.
you put diluted amount in the main alcohol for all the people, it'll make them a bit sick and weaken them.
Poison condition's a thing.
I'm just saying, I can sneak in like this with the poison.
Yes.
Clay on there.
Yes, if Beethoven shows up.
What is that? I want to drink from it.
Hey, eyes up here.
Remember that this is Fantasy Bavaria. So that could work.
Also, we got time to make 2 more doses and find out some more information.
And we have, and I might actually get my hat in time.
Yeah, tell them the crack.
Okay. Well,
Because I thought we were going
Just,
to be leaving the town and leaving my hat behind.
one of my stills just opened up from this morning, so I'll get to molten.
Yeah, make enough for 3 or 4 bottles. 4 bottles ideally, but let's see how many we can get.
I make 30 gallons at a time, but I can make an extra special gallon for you.
Be prepared to bottle 3 or 4 doses together, or package 3 or 4 in a single batch.
Okay.
Well, I want him to send like the old normal does. I don't want to change anything.
How does it normally go down there?
Oh, we usually send
How much is in a keg?
Keg?
120 beers is in a keg, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Is if we put 4 poison doses in 120, it's not going to do much.
A pony keg is 60.
Hey,
Yeah, but there's only like 10 guys in there.
hey, I have an
That's
idea.
what
I would say he probably sends up like a pony keg once a week.
We need to get into an individual serving.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking he can infiltrate
Yeah.
into the glass.
Yeah.
What if he could sneak in with the delivery? See if they have servants
Yeah.
back there that are doing it. Put it in their cups, and then you know
Yeah.
if they're getting them.
Yeah.
But that's a good way to
We'll cross
get
that
into
when
the
we get
delivery
there.
of
Okay.
the beer.
Why don't we go?
Yep.
Why don't we take this down into the brewery? Because it sounds like y'all are talking about committing certain deeds, and that can get any of us stabbed.
So,
I waved goodbye to the people who swore as we walk into the basement.
I think we're good. You just make beer like you normally do.
I just
That's
wanna
all we need
say-
you to do.
I can do that. Hey, if you come
Make-
across any more of those pastries,
So
I'll take
basically
them.
now we need to do recon on
Yeah.
if there's actual servants or the layout
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
You just make beer like you normally do. And let us know when it's ready.
I mean, you guys are
Okay.
Don't send it yet. Just let us know when it's ready.
Yeah, we gotta start.
Not all the capos live there.
Okay. They don't all
Yeah.
live there.
The orc, he's got his own home. The old lord, his
Okay, that's got to go away. The old lord's daughter was forced to marry the one of the capos, and she was kicked out of her own home, and so they live in one of the other houses in town.
So we can give her the poison.
You could try
You
to.
could get in touch with her. Yeah.
Just saying. The tiny little keg on the cab, walking up to someone jumping through a window.
Could also, we'll talk later. Yep.
I can,
Yeah.
after a long
Just-
rest, I can get a spell that's actually useful
Yeah.
for
You,
this.
you
Yeah.
brew and let us know when it's ready.
can do, boss.
Sweet. That works.
By the way, we've been whispering this entire conversation.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So we need to do more poison,
Yep.
and then we need to do some
Yeah.
recon.
Where can I find Anson?
Oh,
Yeah.
so he he had a shop, but he knows he's kind of an old guy now, so he doesn't run it anymore. He was gonna give it to whoever his daughter married, but well, she's been helping some of the other shopkeepers, and honestly, Jawamba's got intentions towards her.
Ooh.
He hasn't touched her yet because he claims to be a gentleman, but he would be very motivated to get rid of Jawamba, so nobody touches his daughter. He could probably be found at his house right now.
Where's that at?
It's gonna be in the old part of town on Wall. down here. I would say that blue one. Oh. It's not a circle, that's no. O'Reilly.
I'm just saying. So if I go ahead and go into the building in animal form or with the poison with me, I'm going to have to turn back to human. Put the
So you're
poison
gonna
in
need both. You're gonna need both wild shapes to get in and out.
And I wonder, can I sneak out of a building as a bear?
That might draw attention.
You might.
What if I
In
find
city limits.
What if I find a big suit and put it on as a bear, become Sir Barrington?
Hey, anything's possible. You're a guy with goat legs. I mean,
There's gonna be some clicking and clacking.
So if y'all want to go get cracking on that, because that's going to take time.
Yeah.
I guess Sean come with me if you want.
You
But I'm going
can
to,
ask the deities to forgive me with your clerical
You
powers.
might want to repent.
But I'm
I'll spend some time on your knees.
I think I'm going to see Hanson.
Whatever they're
We'll
called.
go-
yeah,
we'll go,
because they're backwards on a goat. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't very clerical of you to hit an unarmed, injured person.
You didn't file that correctly.
It was an open hand, right?
It was a studded glove.
Yeah, well, hey, you know, you take what you can get.
I'm just saying, your deity either forbid you not to hit me or to hit me with a hammer. One of the two.
So we'll go start brewing more poison.
And I help out with
So
the
that's
poison.
one a day.
We can only do one a day, no matter what.
Yeah.
Till
So-
noon tomorrow, we can
Yeah.
start another batch.
Normally, I would say take 5 days to brew a potion or something like that, but there's 5 of you, so.
Yeah, we make that water boil real good. Water's
Get all the other
1,000
prep and-
degrees
Yeah.
with me by it.
Yeah, we can't do it any faster.
And that's me letting you say that 9 women can't make a baby in a month.
Yeah. But sounds like the bakery girl will help us.
Yeah. Good. Golly.
In that case, I guess you'll come with me to Hanson.
Yeah, we'll just wait.
Did the parents go in that one?
I know, right? Are y'all gonna hit up the armor, or the smithy, or
Good question.
Still haven't gone there, have we?
Is there any possible way for me to get improved armor while still being a druid?
You're not in cast off.
no? Not metal armor.
Yeah, isn't there leather +1?
There is. There's magical leather, starred leather.
And that's
That the leather might be kind of sus.
You can wear like dragon scale mail, so it's not metal. So there's ways to get around it.
But what if it's
Druids typically have garbage armor classes?
yeah. You're really a full caster, like a mage.
But I'm a melee. I'm a melee druid.
I was out for it by going in your animal form
Yeah.
and basically soaking up all those hit points.
Yeah.
Right.
It gives
You
you
get that
unlimited hit
level, you
points.
turn
Yeah.
into a giant scorpion, and you have the highest AC in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned into a giant slime.
That's why a lot of people make turtle druids, because he's got a natural armor class of 17.
I thought it was just so you
So you
can
got
make
90.
That's why they're doing it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about the mechanics.
If you're gonna be the turtle hybrid, you gotta be a monk.
Turn to a
Turtle.
Yeah.
But they do it for the
That'd be
AC
nasty.
and a shield, then you got a 19 armor class, which is really, really good.
And I canonically keep my shield on my back, like the
Uh-huh.
show. It doesn't do anything there. It's canonically there.
So we try the armor and see if we can run into people?
Yep.
I mean, do we want to get
Or-
this thing first before we try to run into people?
I just have
Yeah,
two quick
let's go.
things that I
That's a
Yeah.
jewelry store.
I need to visit Hanson.
Okay.
Let's go. Is that his house?
Yeah.
Think he is?
And the
So-
jewelry shop, if that's on the way, we can stop in there.
Are you
real
gonna
quick.
go back down gate, or are you gonna come down
Oh,
the
let's
wall?
take a new
Would either one of those pass the jewelry store?
The jewelry store, I would say, is here.
Yeah, so hit the jewelry store,
Right.
then go over to Anson's.
Okay. So down gate, cross Fisher, beep up in there.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
Is this the farm that we were earlier, or is this a separate farm?
That's a different farm.
Okay,
That's
good.
yeah,
we
Edsel.
came from here.
Edsel? Urkel? There. Different one. Different guys. That's a local farmer.
Okay, let's see which deities I pissed off this time. Each deity had another number to the 100-sided die.
What was it? A Million Ways to Die in the Wild West? Is that?
Blazing Saddles edition.
It's okay, I speak jive. No, that was a different movie.
That's
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 different name.
yeah. Take it, Lee. Goes on.
Oh god, that movie.
Oh man, that was the best movie.
Picked a bad one, stop doing cocaine.
God, calm down.
Jewelry store. You gonna get your ring appraised?
Okay, I will get the. First, I pulled the ring off the skeleton arm.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll go to the jewelry store afterwards.
Well, I think that's where we're going now.
It's on the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we
We're
go.
looking for pearls and whatnot.
Yeah, I got it.
Let's
Yeah,
look at
I
the
know.
pearl stuff first. Before you throw the monkey wrenches in.
Okay. So, everybody roll a incognito check.
Is that stealth?
Stealth. Okay.
12.
16.
Of
Okay.
course, the big bloody demon boy.
19, 12, 16. 1. 4.
That's higher.
Okay, so
Here comes the stealth.
yeah. So
You were
y'all,
able to shield the noise on
Yeah.
Mr. Klanger.
he's dancing around, saying
Some alarm.
nothing to see here. But y'all are able to quiet him down.
He had flashbacks of his favorite play, the Nutcracker. And due to his clerical powers, he had to redo the play.
So yeah, y'all bebop up to the jewelry store.
Jay walking in front of cars.
Yeah, it's just. It's one of the permanent stores there at the Marketplatz.
Whippersnappers, I tell you.
Back in my day, a man could walk across the street.
You see a high elvish male, almost white blonde hair, tall, lean, almost a bit gaunt, like he hasn't eaten well in a year or something. For some reason, it's almost like there's been a shortage of food.
Offer him a good berry.
Yeah. He's,
he needs one.
He's got a broad smile on his face, and he's tapping out a small little piece of silver that he's working on. Make something. So here's y'all walk in. He says, "Good afternoon, folks. How can I help you?"
Well, I'm in the market for a pearl.
A pearl, you say?
I need a pearl.
Woo! We're 100 miles from the sea. Those are kind of hard to find. I've got a couple. How big are you looking?
Under table. I need one worth $100.
Oh, okay. I think we can probably find that. We've got two. Are you looking for more of a white or the grayish black pearl?
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I just need a pearl.
Okay. I think we've got something that we could do for you.
Finger.
Are you planning on having it mounted in a brooch or an earring or? No, none of that.
We'll just
All right.
carry it around.
Oh,
Maybe for an heirloom.
okay. Well, it takes all sorts.
It makes a good
He looks at your beard. Oh.
Admire my emeralds.
Well, I'm looking at the symbol of the craftsman. You know, he's been an inspiration to me.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, let me see what I can do for you. He goes into the back and finds the two and he says, you look more like a white pearl person. Here you go. And that'll be right out about 100 gold.
So, I noticed your trade here. You're a jeweler. Happened to be one myself a long time ago. More of the enchanted kind. Trinkets and whatnot of value. Understand you all have
Look at my shelves. And they're barren.
Exactly. So I propose this. We are, this is confidential between us. Do we have any eyes and ears in here?
He walks up, shuts the door, or comes around the counter, shuts the door.
What if I were to tell you
Turns it out to lunch.
we are in the middle of solving a problem?
I haven't run a boat since I was
By the end of the week, things may be back to normal for you all.
Well, that'd be nice.
My cousin here, Pearl is kind of up for what he needs right now, so I'm thinking maybe you let us borrow the pearl. At the end of the week, when the problem is solved, we can probably give you back both your business and maybe even twice the money from which we collect from whoever the captain of Jawamba.
Yeah.
You can probably raid the treasury and make sure your business flourishes. Or maybe I can carve some symbols and up the value of some of your jewelry to help you out as well. But if you can just front it to us right now, because we're a week short, I promise you, we'll release it back to you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Guidance?
Balls, huh?
No, it's not a great roll.
Can I roll into
But I got a +7 to persuade.
Plus guys.
Plus guidance. And 4. 2. Plus 7.
17?
So no intimidation roll.
Crap roll. 17.
Well, I was hoping to get like 16 or 17 roll, get into the 20s.
Well, yeah, and you're trying to
I
get.
wanted this to be like solid 2 and 4.
Yeah.
If he rolled above a
I mean,
20, he would have
much
paid
more than a
you.
17. He'd be giving you a blowjob too. Come on.
I was hoping to get like astronomical to like solidify this, but
That was
I tell you what. You look like honest folk. Y'all look like honest folk.
What's your problem with halflings? Looking over at you.
Oh, I'm here too.
Oh, look at you.
I picked you
How
up.
are you, wee lass?
Very good.
Okay. Well, look like honest folk. Can I get like a 10 gold deposit? Those things are hard to come by.
I'll give it to
Okay.
I'll wait for it.
Okay. Mark it off.
I need to pay you back the 30 gold.
Go. Good stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
What did you buy something big?
Yeah, I've been throwing money around like
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I
Okay.
need to give him back.
I was going to say, do you need to borrow something to come up
Yeah.
to 100? But
I need to give him 25 gold.
I mean, I could have done it, but I'd have been,
Hurt. Yeah.
I'd have
Okay.
been piss poor at that point.
Like you already spent over 50, I think.
And how about you, little lady? Anything for you?
do you need anything else?
No,
No?
I'm set. I need Dennis to talk to.
Oh.
Do you have anything with any magic?
The brigade has come through and they've pretty much cleaned me out. It takes a lot of work to enchant an item, and
We'll see what happens after we get done our business here. See if we can get it back for you.
so it's been maybe 500 or 600 years since I've run a bow, but I could get out the old do a little workout if you think it would help.
Bought the enchanting table. Minecraft.
He kind of flexes his old muscles.
He thinks he can operate a bow? He used to run a bow?
He think
Sure I took
oh
face to it.
He used to.
he's middle aged. You know what? Late middle aged. Of course he thinks he can.
Especially compared to me.
He also thinks that he could beat his son at basketball.
Of course.
I wish I knew what having a father's like.
You say you don't have any way of making a bow. Or do it. I'm just thinking to myself.
Do you want to stick the ring of bark skin on the bow? And give the bow a bit of a ruggedness, a bark skin to
A
them.
bow of bark skin.
I think if you hit them, the people get the bark skin, but not the good part. But they lose mobility. Is what I'm thinking. They stiffens them up, like they're being sucked into a tree or something.
You could try it,
I don't think so.
Or it might buff them.
or it could explode.
I want to destroy my bow.
You can stick it to one arrow.
I'm thinking, well, if we come across one, get ready to use one. Should
Okay.
we need one to be fired
Yeah.
from the back?
He goes out to the back and picks up one of the hammers, starts doing some preacher curls.
Get ready. You won't be able to move that arm tomorrow.
Tell me about it.
I go ahead and ask him. I pull out the ring. The catacombs have a lot of white dust on it, but no bone on it. And ask him, can you tell me about this ring?
Which one is that? Is that the
It's
One of the signet rings.
it's not the match ring.
off the dead priests?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen one of those in a while. They're usually. I've seen something similar to that at some of the libraries around here, but wow, where'd you find this?
It was in the ground. That's all you need to know.
Then I won't ask anymore. In my line of work, I know better than to
original order
ask
is
too
no
many
longer
questions.
needed yet.
Yeah, it's burning my fingers. I won't ask where it came from anymore. It's a fine piece. If you find the right buyer, you could be a wealthy man.
I wonder, can we trade it in for a pearl? We got two more.
If I thought I can move it, I would give you I would give you my whole stash of pearls for one of those, but I can't move one around here.
Yeah, we probably need to find a bigger town than
I asked him, do you have a diamond for Revivify or Resurrection or whatever?
Revivify, I think is 300, right?
Yeah.
I bet I've got about 200 gold worth of diamonds. Might be able to.
Excuse me.
Most of the jewelry in town was taken up by the brigade. They kept me just
Just
enough.
take it back.
I'll get it back.
Okay, you'll get most of it back.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm sure half the lasses in town will be glad to have theirs back too.
5% handling fee. It's the way it works.
Oh
Rather than
boy.
have 0% or 95%.
Oh boy. Oh boy, you're gonna shake down the town. So you're gonna be the new boss. That's what you're saying.
I leave my spirit animal behind. That's the new boss. Who but the best?
Oh boy. Yeah. So, anything else I can interest you in?
No, you've been mighty helpful, thankfully.
Oh, my pleasure.
And we will be back.
Yes.
Just give back.
Okay.
That's our business is done.
Remember, we were just here shopping.
Okay.
So you might want to change the locks on your door.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. I mean, I'll
You're threatening the people who are trying to help, and you're confusing them.
I'll call Adina and have her fix my
Next thing
locks.
we'll help rebuild your business, and we're going to come back and
We're going to help you rebuild your business so you can pay us.
pay us.
Oh dear.
I'll be back when you have 100 gold
It's like
worth
picking
of
somebody up
diamonds.
and punching them and knocking them back down.
Go break your windows from
Got to pay for protection.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you hear
Yep.
what he did at the church?
This is turning into like Tulsa King. Yeah.
I'm actually supposed to be blue tiefling, not red tiefling.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Went from blue team to red team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Most
So-
of this blood is mine.
Y'all know your way around town. Any place you're going next?
We're headed to Anson's.
Oh.
Well,
Just right around the
Yeah.
corner.
It's like in the backyard.
Actually, you could probably just walk through this alley back here and
Oh boy.
head straight over.
A kid you think can handle that.
And I'll go ahead and this is just one person job here.
He's a smith, right?
Well, no, he was the old
Oh, he's the old one.
merchant guild.
Yes, that's right.
So,
Can I go as well?
And it's at his house.
I mean, I ain't gonna stop.
I'm
I
gonna.
was just saying.
He requested a loan, so we'll have,
Fine.
I'm actually going to head to the library so I'll see if I can pawn off that book that's on it down there. The mathematics.
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
have to.
I'll go to the library too and see if they know anything about the city.
I'll also go to the
okay.
library and see what other DOTs I can piss off.
Oh boy,
I
Ruh-roh.
just want to say, Kanaki, right now, where I'm walking, there's a slight burn mark.
Yeah, well, let's say he's gonna freaking start a fire in the library. I know he likes to play with fire.
Okay.
Fire doesn't hurt me.
Well, let's do you first because I don't know what's going to happen with them.
Start a fire in the library.
You walk up to the house. It's okay, yeah, regular old ranch. Knock on the door. Older guy.
Because you said it's a house, not a shop, right?
Yeah, it's a house.
So I'm not gonna just
Yeah.
walk in.
Yeah.
This ain't Pokemon.
It's older guy answers the door. The young lady's also in the living room, along with older middle-aged woman. He's half-elven male, well put together, very distinguished, salt and pepper kind of beard. Looks like he's got some Elvish to him as well. Well put together, well dressed, handles himself well. He answers the door. Hello, sir. Can I help you? You're
I roll up my sleeve and brandish my guild mark.
Oh, I don't know you. Where? Come in. Shuts the door quickly behind you. Have a seat. Care for a cup of tea?
Coffee.
I think we still have some coffee. He says, Millie, can you go get her guests some coffee? And young lady gets up. She's probably about 19, maybe 20. Gets up and heads off to the kitchen. I haven't seen merchants come through since autumn, and last autumn they were slowing down. How can I help you today?
Well, I'm just out doing some traveling, seeing the world, as it were, getting better at my craft. I heard you were in town from some folks around here. I know y'all having a hard time. So I wanted to stop by. First off, pay my dues.
Oh, no dues are necessary.
I haven't paid it all this month, so.
I mean, I would take it, but there's hardly a guild left here to speak of. So, honestly, everything we have is getting robbed by the banditos here that have taken over the town.
Out on this.
Also, you know, I don't. I've heard some stories about what's going on with you individually and your daughter and everything. So I wanted to come by and give some, at least a little bit of assistance I could. We're working on a situation.
Okay.
A small group that I found on my travels with my cousin. We're from the hills of
Kentucky.
wherever it is.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
mountains. And you know, we're just traveling,
Oh, do we need to take a break? Okay. All right.
coming through, and yeah. So we'll go ahead and put 20 gold on the table and slide it over to him.
I'll keep it secret and I'll keep it safe.
That's 5 for my dues, and then another 15 for just helping out a fellow guild.
Okay.
I know it's not much. It's just kind of really all I got right now.
It's we appreciate it. Are you a smith? And you say you're thinking about maybe helping out the town. How do you mean? It's
It was
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ansem Olimar, and you met my daughter. She should be coming with that coffee. That was Millie. She's a good lass.
it's about that
And this is Elsie Blaze. Her husband's one of the merchants here in town.
Nicolau.
Yeah, he is.
I met him earlier.
Yeah, he's a good fella. Good fella. He
Is he also a member of the guild?
of course he is. Yeah, he's they're new in town. They spent a lot of time on the road. They never had children, and they helped us out after they moved into town. We helped them out, and when my wife passed a few years back, well, at least she was great. She was great with my daughter. So they're
And that's what the guild's all about. Founding part of it, you know, is helping each other,
yeah, it's
making sure that we all thrive. So
that's true. That's true. We what type of smith are you?
well, just a humble blacksmith, really. We do weapons, armor, shoe horses. I'm actually traveling to get better at my craft, and my cousin, I'm actually trying to learn, you know, how to enchant to make better gear.
Oh,
And trying to learn all I can in the world. That's the whole reason I'm traveling right now.
tell you what. We have a smithy in town. He's pretty good at what he does. But if you're talking about unseating the brigade, we're going to need more weapons than what you carry. And most of the weapons are locked up either in the burg or in the watchtowers away from the people. I wonder if you two could work on something together.
Maybe. My party that I'm traveling with, they seem to have pretty good plan for setting things in motion.
Okay.
And then at that point, it'll be. I don't want to divulge too much at the time. Ears all around here, it's all heard. But by the end of the week, we should have something better
Okay.
to go on.
Okay. Well, there's a couple of folk that you probably want to talk to if you're going to take something like that on. Of course, I would suggest that you do speak to our smithy, Rudrack. He's up in the north end of town by the River Run hostel. They didn't want his smithy shop down here next to the marketplace, just from all the noise and the smoke. It's kind of a mess.
Some people can't stand it.
Yeah, I get it.
I like it better than air.
That's right. That's Theobald. He's a brewer. He's also up there. He works up at the River Run. He knows everybody, and everybody knows him, and everybody talks to him.
Yeah, we know Theobald. We've had interesting conversations with Theobald.
Yeah. He's Millie comes in with the coffee.
Thank you.
Cream of sugar.
My cousin was here. I'd have some honey, but he ain't here right now.
Talk to him. A lot of people think he's a simpleton. He hears more than what you'd think. He doesn't let on much.
I've gathered that about him. I think he has a hard time connecting dots, but he knows the information.
He knows everything that he hears. But you're right. If you could help the town, you could help my daughter. We'd be very, very grateful.
I'm definitely working on that. And like I said, this donation is the least I could do, and only as much as I can right now. But after this is all said and done, I'll come back.
Okay. Well, thank you. Price of food has gone up around here. There's a widow a few houses over. She hasn't been able to buy much bread, so this will help her too.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out of your hair and let you enjoy your night. Thank you for the coffee. It's great coffee.
My pleasure. My pleasure. If you'd like to, you can stick around and watch the fantasy wheel with us.
I better be going. They're probably getting into some trouble without me there.
See that fire?
Bunch of knuckleheads out there, so.
He smells
All right.
smoke.
And Star Wipe. Speaking of,
We're not going to burn anything because that's not a good reason.
so,
I mean, if there's fantasy Twilight there, I mean, what do you expect me to do?
y'all walk up to a large light gray granite library. This one, it's not unlike the temple where it's got large arched peaked windows, but they're not stained glass, they're just clear glass to let as much light as possible in. You also notice that the roof has got skylights to bring in as much light as possible. 2-story building, and the sign out front says so-called Memorial Library. It's if anybody wants to write up or do a architecture check or stoneworking check.
Can I do a perception check if there's candles nearby?
You could. 17.
16 for candles.
You don't see candles.
I don't have anything
Good.
that can cause a fire.
But with a 17, this building is new. It's almost new enough to where there's very little mildew on the building. So it's very new. So you're there out front. Okay. The doors are open. You walk in and you see.
I'm going to Drake staying outside. As always.
Well, that's good. Sits, stay. And you.
Tell the Drake to melt up. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Drake, can you light this torch for me?
Oy vey.
Got cold.
I wonder, does the glass magnify a moonbeam?
I mean, I guess it probably could. Oh, come on. Do better, Microsoft Word.
That's why I stopped paying for it.
There we go. You see a sweet older lady, probably in her mid-50s, surrounded by about 25 school-age kids between 5 and probably 12. She's reading a book to them. It's a pretty good book, you know. I don't know if you're into it, but it's a book about a. It's a book about a young lady that falls in love with a vampire that sparkles.
He wants us to burn the place down.
Can I do
I don't want to burn the place down now.
Can I do a controlled moonbeam on just the book?
Oh, jeez. And she's reading a book about a tomato and a.
No, the hungry worm with the wall.
There you go. Yeah. A hungry caterpillar that eats his way through a garden. Yeah, there you go. I like that one. That's a good one.
I like when the caterpillar becomes the same size as the sandworms from Dune.
Oh, jeez. So, it's a short book. She gets through it pretty quickly. And then she tells the kids, all right, kids, it's time for recess. Go on out. Let's go on out to the park out. And they all filter out. And she gets up and addresses y'all. She is not Millie. She is Monica. Afternoon, gents, and we last too. My name is Monica. How can I help you?
You want to go first about your...
Sure. Take out the signet ring
Okay.
and ask if she might know anything about this, or if she knows the resources we might be able to find anything about this symbol, or if she knows anything about this here.
Can I hold it?
Sure. Give it to her.
Wow, that's old.
It was found in an old ruin, and trying to find which, it's religious, but we just want to return it to the correct religious order.
Well,
You want to see what came with it?
technically that would be us, but my goodness gracious, this iconography hasn't been used in a long time. If you see how the candle is made here, we don't make candles like this anymore. This was modeled after the way that they made candles. Golly,
Probably more than 20 years old.
10, 20, maybe 15,000 years ago. This is older than civilization. I can't believe the silver hasn't tarnished. Where did you find this? She hands it back to you.
I look over at you, waiting for the go-ahead.
The go head or the goat head?
Goat leg.
Oh dear. I found somebody's D6 down
Before I
there
throw
too.
it.
There's always There's always a die on the floor here.
It's a cursed die.
I asked her what her.
I found a
she wants to
D6
roll
last
down
week
it.
here.
So I may tell you in just a few minutes. But what is your icon look like now? Your iconology.
It's
Your deity look like now today.
well, you can see a symbol right here. It's
Okay.
just I'm a bit of a bookworm, so only a trained eye would be able to notice. But so the candles are made from wax now, where back then they were made a lot more with reeds and tallow. So they were shaped a little bit differently, and now the iconography on that is shaped more like how they would make the tallow candles. You don't want to burn a tallow candle in a library anymore, because it's too smoky. It'll mess up the books and mess up the ceiling. It's a
It's
big
the same
mess.
thing. It's a cross quilling candle still.
Yeah, it's the same basic thing. Honestly,
Bit different.
unless you spent your entire life in a library surrounded by these things, you never notice.
So I asked her, is there a church that serves that deity around here?
Well, you're standing in one.
Oh.
It's any time you see a school or a library, there's some connection to them.
So I asked her if she's in charge of this one.
Well, I guess you could say that. There's nobody better.
Then I'm going to go ahead and give her back the ring.
Well, I don't know if I should take this, but
Oh, don't worry, we have
No,
spares.
I'm letting her know that I think this is the right place
got
for it
it.
at this time. And I'm going to tell her the story that another religious sect had taken over, blah, 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 and returning it to the rightful owners.
fast forward.
And I have
Okay.
my hand on the skeleton arm, waiting for her to tell me to show it.
Oh boy. Well, I would
And I
Well-
do tell her that it was found just a few miles or whatever off of Relly's farm area there.
I've heard of that boy. He's a good man. Good man. The whole lot of them are good. You know, we've got one of his apprentices here in town. He's a good guy, good fella.
He doesn't
He's,
like me very much for some reason.
Well, you seem like a nice chap.
Looks could be deceiving.
So far. You put glasses on so you can see his eyes glowing.
Well,
I'm
That's all I
bored.
had.
And in my bag, got my hand on the skeleton hand. I'm looking at the children. Hey kids, want to see something neat?
oh boy. You know,
Fire on the
Sounds,
comfort
sounds terrible.
I'm just gonna throw this out there that this is sort of a church.
Here comes the 100.
38. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah. I sure proved her wrong.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, so I'm gonna here's a book. Can you make us this?
Oh. You know, maths were never my strong suit. I was always more into literature.
Oh, there's letters in that book. It's that type of math.
This is
Excuse me.
this is really trigonometry.
How old is it?
Did you find it in the same place as that ring?
And his hand.
Around the area.
Baby.
I wouldn't doubt it's that old. Again, maths are not my strong suit, but
This is
I-
back when they
we
found
don't teach
times
math like this
three.
anymore.
We forgot this math already.
How did yeah? How did this parchment
Will you
survive?
divide before you multiply?
This is something. My I have a student here who's training to be a scribe. Could we keep this here for maybe a week, so you can copy this over.
Sure.
We can't let something like this.
You can have it for a week for 3 copper.
You charging the library a late fee?
Sure,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay. I'm grateful to you. She Robert, come. Young man, he's probably about 14, comes up, takes it. You copy this down. Whatever it is that you're working on, don't mess anything up with the book. And yes, madam, and takes it and runs out back with it.
Who knows what happened to the last person on this that?
Oh dear heavens! Yeah, he died 15,000 years ago.
Yeah, he's dead now. Just saying.
What line of work are y'all two in? Y'all three in?
Archaeology.
Archaeology.
Grave robbing.
This one's not archaeologist.
You're not wrong. Well, you
I believe in right and wrongs.
I believe
Oh.
rights and wrongs.
oh boy, there's some wrongs around here that need to be righted, but
That's what I understand.
oh, what do I know? They say a quill is mightier than a sword, but I don't believe it. You should see the sell swords or the roam these streets.
With that statement, I'm going to pull out the fountain pen and pull up my rapier and say, I carry both.
One, he's really good at jabbing
got-
eyes out.
And you've got some wisdom. You're quite the mighty wee lass. Would y'all care to borrow a book? Got a good one about a priest who was unjustly locked up in a jail cell, who
Do you have weapon making
Taught a-
for dummies?
taught somebody else how to read and speak in Latin and dig holes in walls and
Does it involve Jim Caviezel, this book?
some dumbass guy, Alexander
Alexander
Dumbass. Yeah.
Dumas.
Yeah.
Got any stories about people being turned into goats?
Into goats? As a matter of fact, we do.
Book, but it was actually very good.
How to turn them back?
Oh, the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic
God,
book.
that one.
Yeah.
Very good movie too.
I read it when I was
There's
too young.
a couple of them.
The
Couple
one
of-
with Jim Caviezel.
I love the dragon
Okay.
of that book.
Is that the newer one from like the 90s,
It's
or is that the one
Don
from like the
Oh, that's
70s?
it.
Late 90s.
It was something.
Okay, yeah, that one's
Count of
good.
Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it confused.
Yes, man, you're killing me over there.
I know something about literature, but not that one. I know
The windmills.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Don
saying
Quixote,
windmills.
yeah.
Is that a sandwich from Monte Cristo?
It is.
God, man.
Oh man. Oh, that's good eating right there. Yeah, we do have one about a.
Those are all part of the Canterbury Tales, right?
the Canberry.
Actually, these so-called soldiers, the military faction are from. Do you have any book on the history of them?
Oh, I don't think anybody's written a book on them. There's some oral histories, but not a lot of them are readers, except for the boss himself, Jawamba. He thinks himself a nobleman, and
Any book on the history of his family?
oh, possibly. He comes in every few months, but I don't think he's gone through any of the lineage books. Let me go see what we can find.
I wonder if we can poison a book.
I wouldn't mind taking a look at the last book you read.
Well, I'm not supposed to let other people see the card catalogs of other folks, but
I mean, we're gonna make an exception.
If
for
it was,
everything.
if it was
Hold on.
left open and it happened to
what was his last name? It was
Dr.
Joama.
This is Dr. She's
So
might give a,
oh please.
it might give a little insight into
Yeah.
One Drake, two Drake.
Um,
Red Drake, blue Drake.
if it's a self-help book.
Okay. So she goes over to the card catalog. She opens up M. She flips around, flips to Milker, Juwamba. And she walks over to one of the genealogy sections in the 900s. Is that the reference section?
Sure. Yeah, bibliography.
I think it's yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she heads over to the 900 section. So if you're looking at his card catalog, by the way, card catalog is what they used to use like in the olden days.
The
Okay,
decimal system.
yeah.
Yeah, that's when they wrote everything in binary.
No,
And
it's
that's-
decimal.
Yeah,
One binary,
it's,
decimal.
yeah, it's decimal. Yeah.
Two decimal.
There are numbers involved.
Let's see. The Art of War. As soon as he got here, he read The Prince by Machiavelli, by Fantasyavelli.
50 Shades of Bluish Gray.
50 Shades of Ochre.
Not nice. Tusk Love. He definitely read Tusk Love.
The
101 dirty jokes.
How to gain. How to win henchmen and gain influence. Or how to gain influence and
Game Power.
yeah. What a lot of that either self-help, inspirational or not inspirational, leadership,
Colts and
war history, military history.
Lao Tzu.
Art of war, tactical stuff like that.
Okay.
Pretty single-minded in that. There is some things. Canon. He did read Tusk Love.
How to read the room.
Did you ever listen to the Critical Role?
No.
Okay. Tusk Love was a
That's why you're not laughing.
yeah.
No, it sounds funny. But
It's a Fabio style dime store romance novel from that. Yeah. It's
sounds fun.
yeah.
Especially since he has a horse
Oh yeah.
partner. Yeah.
Like it was early in the season, or the campaign, and then it just kept popping up
Yep.
all the way through
It was just a running gag.
until the
Yeah.
very end
Nice.
when Hord's old mentor was sitting there reading Tusk.
Tusk Love. Well, and so they brought it up like 2 weeks ago too in this new campaign. They had
Tusk
a
Love 2.
Yeah.
Tusk here.
Transcends worlds.
He's pretty dedicated to being a military officer. He was trained to be that. So
Okay. And you have a book on his lineage.
Oh yes, they do. That's a nat 20.
Oh.
So she comes back not with a book that mentions the Milker family, but with a book on the Milker family. This is a 200-page volume of the last.
Alright, we expect to see it next game.
Put it up on Discord.
Here we go. Yeah.
That's canonically picked
Get ChatGPT to write one now.
Yep. All right. There you go. Read it.
I
Yeah.
take the book of how to try to de-goatify yourself. 5 easy steps. Step 3 would surprise you.
Yes.
Except the Cliff's notes on it.
It's a 200-page volume on the family, how it's interacted with other lower nobility families.
Definitely get that. So we can dig up some stuff.
Okay.
Actually, you know what would suck if he did give us 200 pages of text on the family.
Here you go, read it.
Yeah.
It's 9:30.
Oh, okay, yeah, we got to scoot. But, and then, I guess we could say, does everybody go back to the temple to crash
Probably
tonight?
go back to the temple.
The library stands for now.
Oh boy.
So,
I do not
I
have
mean,
any
is
questions.
this if my stepson wants to I mean, are we at a good point to bring him in? Will we want to wait till another session, or
I think we could, yeah.
I'd say he arrives at the town.
Yeah, we already found him at the tavern.
He could live there.
depending on what he makes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
can be
It's
Timmy.
more than likely going to be a warlock. I'll tell you
okay.
that right now. He's all about warlocks.
Okay. Okay.
So since there's not one in the party, he's going to like jump to that.
Okay.
Oh, another caster. That's what we need.
And he wouldn't have any weapons per se, so that wouldn't probably be an issue.
Could be
Okay.
hidden
Unless he
in the
has a
wall.
hex blade, but he can just kind of vanish that out.
Yeah.
You'd always throw him in as a villager.
Yeah.
Is he? Would he be?
However you want to spin
Okay.
it, I'll get with him, see if he has off next Wednesday first. And
Would he
then,
be a good alignment warlock or a bad one?
Oh, I'm gonna say, thank you. I have never gotten to use the guild artisan
Oh.
until tonight.
Awesome.
I've never gotten to use it. That's why I was like, I gotta go pay my dues. 'Cause I want to keep up with that every month to pay my dues
Oh, yeah.
to the guilds. That way I can keep in good standing. Because
You found the guild artisan.
actually reading it, I've never actually read the full background to it, but there's a lot of useful stuff with it. Like
You can get advantage on
places to
stuff.
sleep.
Mm-hmm.
They'll offer places to sleep. Like as long as I'm in good standing with the
Can I steal
guild,
this?
You're good. You
I get discounts on trade goods,
Mm-hmm.
everything. I mean, it's just there's so much. And like if they're intrigued, if I'm being hunted by like say these guys, they'll hide me.
Oh.
As long as I'm in good
That one's
standing
yours.
with the
I bought
guild,
100 of them.
and the people chasing me aren't members of the guild. So as long as all that, then it's.
Okay, I just want to say, if I went with
if
you,
if
I
you
would
think
have,
that it's safe in there,
I
keep
would
it.
have quickly drawn a mark in the firearm.
I bought a half a dozen of those, and I bought 100 D4s. So
It's a brand, it's not a draw.
I said I
What's
was
up?
Fantasy Sharpie and tries to draw the
You've seen
seal
Pirates of
mark.
the Caribbean, right?
Oh yeah,
You know, the pirate?
pirate. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
You
yeah.
think Brandy works on me?
get it hot enough.
He tries to draw the guild mark.
All right. Well, that's the end of the
I'll
episode.
just tell you, you missed out on that.